I'm Fletch here doing the usual match day, Paddock match day. I think I'm going to go for the usual 3-1. It's going to be Anthony get the first, Rashford second, and Weghorst the third. And I reckon, yeah, do 3-1. We're going to stay up there. We're going to overtake City. Come on, you Reds. You know I can do it. We're going to do it. We're going to beat those City. Come on, you Reds.
Ross Murphy here. My Paddock matchday prediction is Manchester United face Crystal Palace at Sellers Park. Man United come into this midweek game after winning the Manchester derby, coming back from 1-0 down to beat Man City 2-1, thanks to goals from Bruno Fernandes and Manchester's own red, Marcus Rashford. Such a brilliant and good result that was. We're up against the Palace side, who since have come back from the World Cup, they've lost 5 of their last 6 games. They haven't scored from open play since they beat West Ham back early November. They're a team at the moment that are lacking confidence a minute, but United in recent seasons have always found it tough going to Sellers Park. So hopefully Rashford keeps up his goal scoring form. Hopefully see Wout Weghorst make his Manchester United debut. Hopefully get a goal, and we keep up this winning run of only 9 wins in a row going into the Arsenal game this weekend. My score prediction for the game, I'm going to go 2-0 Manchester United. Make sure you like, share and subscribe to Stretford Paddock, and as always, come on United.
Hi, Solo here from the Man United Agenda. I'm here to give you my score prediction for Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. Very interesting game it is indeed. From last season to this season, last game of the season we played Crystal Palace. They absolutely dominated us. Team didn't really show up in the last game of the season. But fast forward now with Ten Hag and see what Ten Hag's doing. I think we're in such a great position right now. I'm taking one game at a time. I'm not getting too carried away with it, and the reason why is football. Anything can happen. I would like to see the likes of Waghorn starts tonight. I would like to see Fred and Eriksen rest Casemiro. I don't know how Ten Hag's going to do it, because against Arsenal I probably would like to see Fred and Casemiro play there just for the energy of Fred. But I think we need to see some squad rotation tonight. I'm going to go for Man United to just scrape this a 1-0 win. So guys, make sure you like, share and subscribe to the Paddock.
Manchester United will be going up against Crystal Palace, and it's so important we get all 3 points in this game just so we head into the Arsenal one with a lot of confidence and momentum behind us. Now I'm looking forward to see if Weghorst will actually feature in this game, because if there's one thing this team is missing, it's of course a reliable number 9. But Marcus Rashford is deserving of every headline and attention he's getting at the moment. He has scored in each of his last 7 appearances, and hopefully he continues that goal scoring streak. Now, I am a little bit kind of concerned about this game because we've actually lost 3 of our last 6 meetings against Palace in the Premier League. But for my prediction, based on the form we're in right now, I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for United.
Yo, how's everyone doing? I'm Motty here for the Man United Agenda, and big up to everyone at Stretford Paddock. Wow, what a journey this has been under Ten Hag. At the moment, I'm buzzing, loving it so far. The development with the football, the development of players. We're playing a brand of football now, which is like making us really difficult to beat, as proven when we mashed up City the other day. So playing Palace in a big week, it's going to be tough, playing away from home, but I have faith in the boys. I think we can get a 1-0 win. All our away games seem to be by the odd goal, so I'm going to go with that again, 1-0 away at Crystal Palace. And they've not really been on form, but this is the Premiership, man. You just never know. And onwards to Sunday when we've got to play Arsenal, which is a massive game as well. So make sure you tune in to the guys on Stretford Paddock, and make sure you give the team all the support you can. God bless you. Later.
Hello Stretford Paddock. This is my Crystal Palace prediction. I think we're going to win 3-0. I think Rashford going to score twice, and I think Weghorst is going to score in his debut.
Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the Watchalong for Crystal Palace versus Manchester United. We're going for 10 wins in a row. Casemiro starts. We've got the team ready. Can we just get straight into that? I'm joined by Jay Motty.
Different angle to you.
You are a different angle to me. That's
yeah.
look. My chair's crazy. How are you doing, Adam? Adam McCullough joins us as well.
I know, it's been good. It's good to be back.
Lovely little jacket.
Feels like ages since us.
But
three
I'm
did
so
that.
nervous,
Watchalong.
you know, guys.
I'm not liking this.
The last time us three were together on anything was a preview that didn't go out and was on stage in Dublin.
Yeah. We haven't done anything that's gone out to the public.
I'm glad you point out the preview that didn't go out.
3 weeks.
Yeah, let's just point out people's incompetence right here.
It's not the people. It was
People
the
that get
internet.
employee of the
wasn't
month
the
consecutively as well, may I add,
Back to back.
which is a bit, you know, and then demand extra lunches off people.
Maybe we
which
could
I
save this
find-
for after the video. Here's the team anyway.
Let's have a business meeting on camera. Hey, on a live.
David De
Let's discuss
Gea,
it.
Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Ericsson, Casemiro starts. He's
Oh,
he's
God, I'm
one
so
booking away
nervous.
from being suspended for Arsenal, in case you don't know why that's relevant. Fernandes as well. Rashford on the left, Anthony on the right, and Big Veg
My
up front.
heart skipped a beat then because I read the substitutes and thought, is that the team?
No.
Like Lindelof,
yeah.
Maguire, Malacia, Pellistri.
Almost. It could have been.
I wouldn't mind Pellistri starting a game.
What do you make of that team, Adam? The one that is starting today.
It's a very strong team. It's our best team, given Diogo Dalot's out. Well,
Marshall
sorry,
FC have just lost
Ma-
a member.
minus Marshall, who's out because obviously he's injured at the moment. And yeah, I think that's the best 11 we could have gone with today. But you've got that Casemiro thing hanging over it. And I'm a little bit nervous as well. But I'm excited about Valverde starting because I think we have this low expectation of him, which is due to him being at Burnley and not doing very well, which I get. But in that team, he showed his numbers were quite high in terms of his pressing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I know everyone kind of says that now because it's the only good thing to hold on to. But I heard the manager talking about Martial after the City game, and he said he can't really play. He's injured at the moment. Like, you know, he came off injured at half time. But our team changed after that because, you know, he's very good at pressing. He's very good at leading the line. And I think we need that player in there. So having another option in Weghorst who's equally as good as at pressing means we don't have to go with was it Elanga?
Yeah.
Well, then you're
Or
playing
Rashford up
Garnacho
front.
and then Rashford through the middle, which isn't bad, but I think Rashford's better from the left. So I'm excited to see this team, but I'm weirdly nervous about today and also Casemiro. But in my head, I was thinking, let's say, I was sitting there thinking, if you bring Casemiro off the bench, let's say, to see the game out, let's say we're winning 1-0.
Well, let's say he's going on here.
I got a horrible feeling today, that's why. But let's say we win 1-0, you bring him on. He's probably more likely to get booked at
he's not
1-0
up to
in the last
speed.
30 minutes
Yeah.
than he is if he starts the game. And then you get sometimes you get a warning or two and you can just take him off.
Yeah.
So
And also, you got to think as well, the amount of times he's been on bookings in his life, he doesn't just get a red card every game. He knows how to not get booked again. Do you know what I mean? I know the first booking
also, he's
is-
been booked 4 times in 18 games.
Yeah.
The odds are
Yeah.
he's not.
Just to back up your point on Weghorst a little bit, other than the Burnley season, he's about a goal every other game type striker. In the Eredivisie, in the Bundesliga, and now in Turkey as well. It's literally a goal in 1 and 2 for Besiktas, 9 in 18. And then before that for Wolfsburg, it was 18 in 36, 20 in 43, 25 in 41.
Also, he played for a Burnley team that went down, if I remember.
Yeah, a
correctly.
Burnley team that didn't have any shots.
Yeah.
So, why would he score? He got 27 in 37 for AZ Alkmaar, 18 in 49. Like, he's a player that is regularly
But
gets
let's
20
not
plus
pretend
goals.
This is the ideal sign.
No, of course it's not. But I think people are like, oh, you couldn't even score for Burnley. Who can score for
2
Burnley?
in 20.
I
One,
think
one
the
every 10 games.
the big
is
thing
good.
is,
It's not bad.
like, you saw Ten Hag's comments, like, he scouted him, he's always liked him, he knows what he brings to the team. You just trust the Ten Hag, man. Do you know what I mean? This doesn't feel like Ollie with Igalo, like, he's the only one I can get at half 11 on a deadline day. This is somebody obviously thought can offer something to the team, and, he's
obviously a
getting
bit
everything
wet
right,
for it
isn't
as
he?
well. Have
He's
you seen
bit-
his comments and that? Like,
Yeah,
I'll do
Weghorst.
anything. I'll die for this club.
I'll do
It's like,
anything.
but if you're only on loan, you don't need to die.
Yeah. I hate every club in the
I'll
world
do
except Man United.
Yeah.
You don't play for us.
I'll fucking murder
You
people
play for
you.
Burnley, bro.
Nah, fuck that. I hate everyone. It's Man United or nothing for me.
That's what you want, weirdo.
I reckon he's going to score and say, fuck Burnley.
Yeah.
Down
He's got
the
a t-shirt
camera.
that says,
Hey,
fuck
no,
Burnley.
he's going to have a t-shirt that says Black Lives Matter on it.
He's going to do an interview
Don't
with Piers
fucking wind him
Morgan,
up.
so Burnley release him from his
Yeah,
contract,
yeah.
and then we sign him on a free. I think that might happen.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Who's
Eric's got a big vow now.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? A big veg. I like this. I like this team a lot. Are you worried
How
about
good
the whole...
Bruno been?
I think he's been great. We talked about it a little bit on the
Yeah,
preview.
yeah. We
but
said on the preview, he's sort of changed his role, and he don't get as many goals as assists. He still contributes, but he's more of an 8 now than he was at 10. And he's doing really well. And I just love his energy and his engine. He's always someone who gets stuck in no matter what. And you need a bit of that, especially in the sort of last stages of the game, you see him making these sort of lung bursting runs and tackling people and just getting about the pitch. And I love
Freddie
that.
Lungburst used to play for Arsenal.
Freddie Lungburst. I used to rate him. You know. Everyone used to rate him like he was mint, and he wasn't. He was just bang average.
Thanks, Adam. Thank you. Bruno's got 4 goals and 5 assists this season, which isn't amazing, but it's not like he's not doing anything.
That's what I mean. He's still contributing.
Yeah.
You know, obviously at the weekend he did.
And that's just directly.
Perfectly legitimate goal that he scored. But he's got other sides to his game, and he's just sort of, he's the leader, and he's not just a captain with the armband. He is actually a leader. He's in the refs here. He's getting people going. And when you look at this team now, which has always been, over the last few years, you've been question marks, are we a bit soft? You've got players like Martinez, you've got Casemiro, you've got Fernandez.
Yeah.
Rashford can throw himself about.
I'm surprised
It's a strong team, man.
Starting, you know.
And not just before
Don't you feel like we say that though every time?
Just before we move on to Eriksen, can I just
game.
hit a few Bruno stats, just so for anyone who thinks
hit him,
hit us with some
so
stats.
these are all in the Premier League this season. So yes, he might not be getting the same sort of assist numbers that he did before, but he's in the top 2% for long passes completed, the top 6%. The top 6% for expected assists, the top 1%. So he's the 99th percentile
1%.
for key passes.
That's what I'm saying.
He's in the top 4% for passes into the penalty area. He's in the top 2% for progressive passes. He's in the his through balls top 1%. His switches top 1%. So these are all the things that Ten Hag likes to do: create space on one side, put the ball back to the other side, maintain that width. All of his passing stats are just phenomenal. Even his attacking third tackles, so that's basically the end result of pressing the ball and trying to win the ball back, is in the top 6%. He's someone that is doing a lot more than you think he is, than you think he might be if you just looked at goals and assists. He progresses the ball better than anyone. His final third pressing and that sort of thing is world class. It's
mad because we're all sort of on centre hooks in case Casemiro gets suspended for the Arsenal game. If anything happens to Bruno for that game, I know he's not on a booking, but you'd be devastated because he's so important to Manchester United.
Yeah.
And he has been since he arrived. He's he was the one signing post Fergie that everyone could agree on was a success. Do you know what I mean? There's always a debate on pretty much all the other ones except him, which says a little more about our transfers than him, I suppose. But this season, been spot on, and all those stats you just told me, it doesn't surprise me.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I hate my brain, you know.
You hate your brain?
Yeah, you know why? Yeah, because he said the word switch in what he said,
Yeah.
He probably don't even remember saying that word.
Switching?
Switch. He said the word switch in what he said.
Nintendo Switch.
And since he said that, I've been thinking of Will Smith's song Switch. Remember that song?
Yeah. I want to
Turn it over now.
Switch.
Bring it back now.
Switch.
Bring it back now. Na, 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 na.
Sorry, I don't remember that one.
Christian Eriksen. Do you remember that one? Talk to me about Christian Eriksen, Jay.
I was a big Will Smith fan as well, so I'm surprised that one.
Is there anyone in the world currently less cool than Will Smith? I don't think there is. Less cool.
Less cool.
All right, Grandad.
Me.
No, I don't think. I think you're cooler than Will Smith now.
I'm not. I think Will Smith's. Oh, I don't think he has. There was maybe a time in the 90s.
What damaged him more was him that whole August situation. I think that damaged him more than
the outbreak of the Second World War.
But I think that damaged him more than the whole slap situation.
Yeah, but when you sort of multiply it.
But I also think those two things that combined made him do.
It was all a bit odd, wasn't it? To sit there around that table with your missus.
Also,
and
you know what I hate
about
that whole thing? Chris Rock, who's one of my favourite comedians of all time. I've seen him a few times live. Chris Rock bottled it on stage in that moment.
I think he's shot.
And I just feel like...
Why, what do you mean bottled it?
Because he's one of the best comedians of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
You should be able to deal with that without running after man. I'm looking to punch him. On stage, in that moment, you should have destroyed him, bro.
Yeah, you should have done.
He should have even just saying something like, you slapped me like my name was August. Just one thing, he could have killed him on stage.
Any more of that, and you're moving with your aunt and uncle. I should have said that to him.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'd say
Switch was shit.
Yeah. Getting jiggy with it. Fucking rubbish.
Wild West was a load of shit.
Yeah, I think that's probably worse than what you
do you know what I mean?
What is that? Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me?
Yeah. So he just gave us a great assist.
He could have destroyed him and his... He could have destroyed him. No, of course he was.
Because do you know what it is?
Worldwide
you know what
stage
he's noticed? Right, we notice it. When he gets slapped, I still think he thinks that's part of an act. Even though it's a hard slap. Because he's still sort of And then it's not until Will Smith starts
Screaming.
Oh, from the yeah.
because I think he still thinks this is a bit of a giggle. He's just hit me a bit harder than he meant to. And then when he's going, get my wife's name out your mouth, he goes, oh, actually, no, he's not having a laugh.
I tell you a name that I'd like to
Right.
put into your mouth, Jay.
No one's putting any name in my mouth.
They could just-
Thank you.
if
When
only
you
I
say name,
Is it Wout Weghorst?
Is it
Because that
Dick?
sounds
If only I
very
could
good.
Just go
Wanna
back
put a
and
Wout Weghorst in his
reword
mouth.
that. Matt Novcic has said, love to see this lineup. Shows Ten Hag doesn't take this game for granted.
Yeah.
What do you think Ten Hag's thinking going into this game? Because it's literally the most obvious banana skin of all banana skins this game.
Because these lot are going to lose like 14 of the last 15 games. They're on a horrendous run.
Yeah.
Patrick Vieira's going to get sacked, but that one game they win is going to be a bust.
but he's literally picked his strongest team.
But that's what I'm saying.
And he's right to do that.
You think?
Of course. Just win this game. Forget Arsenal. Forget it. Win this game. Do you know what I mean? Now's not the time to be going, well, we rest Casemiro because he's on a yellow. Bring in, and I like Fred, but bring in Fred and then, do you know what I mean? Oh, maybe we
I
don't
do think
risk
Fred
but
tactically
like-
could have been useful in this game ahead of Eriksen because of the fact that you're going to have the likes of
I don't-
Eze.
yeah, I don't
haven't
mind
seen
that.
their team actually, so if someone
I'll
could
get
tell
that.
me, that'd be
But-
nice. But they've got players that can cause you problems in between those lines, just in front of the defence. And maybe Fred would have been more like in some of the physical battles against City and a few other teams. Eriksen does.
Yeah.
I'm not look. I think
He's
been
not that guy,
fantastic
is
this
he?
season.
He's not that guy, though.
But for some games, you know,
I
you
know
need
what
a
you mean.
Fred more than an
You need
Eriksen.
someone who stick it in a bit, and that's not him. But
Well, maybe Bruno's that guy. Maybe this.
But I
switch.
don't follow that team because the last thing you want to do, you could quite easily drop someone for this game, lose it, and then lose on Sunday anyway.
Yeah. We've got the Crystal Palace lineup. It's Gaeta, Klein, Gay,
Yeah.
Richards, Mitchell, Doucouré, Hughes, Elise, Zaha, Edouard, and Mateta.
Like Homer Simpson reading Uruguay on a globe, buddy.
Leave it at that. So there's the Palace lineup. No Eze, no Ayew either. You know what I mean? Just Palace, innit? Just
They've got a lot of players, though, Palace, like, you know, who can just
Schlupp.
look rubbish for ages and then look mint one day.
Yeah.
They've always been like that. Like, you know, like, who's that?
Jordan
who's
Ayew's
that kid
the
who used-
exact
He used to
man.
always do that. Yannick Balassi.
Yannick Balassi.
He-
Nah, he was good, he was.
No, he
he
wasn't.
wa- like,
No, he
for
was-
30
no,
games a season,
no,
he'd be
no,
bang
no,
average, and then
no,
for
no.
about 8, he'd be amazing.
I'm going to stand on this.
Ask
guy on this side.
Evertonians if he was any good.
Yannick Balassi was class.
He wasn't consistently
He was
class by
quality.
any stretch of
Him
imagination.
and Zaha at Palace.
No, when they turned up, they could, like, I saw them
Remember when I
destroy
used to do
Liverpool.
my dodgy commentary for like weird bookmakers abroad
Yeah.
and stuff like that?
I remember that.
And I used to tell them home team danger and away team attack and stuff like that.
home team danger.
Yeah, there used to be
Home
a
team
course on
danger.
that.
Sorry, can I just
I
stop
got
you there
chucked
a
out of
sec?
some academy games for doing that.
There's some breaking news here.
Oh.
We've got just under 4,000 people watching and only 200 likes.
That's minging.
Can we get that over 1,000 likes immediately? If you're watching this video, hit the like button, please. Get us over 1,000 likes, and we'll carry on from there. But this can't go on, Jay.
Mateta, Edouard, Zaha, Elise. Zaha, Elise are problemos. Eze is a problemo
worry
as well.
about it,
Big problemo.
Do you know who's a problem for them? Wan-Bissaka. You see him at the weekend, dancing through the City defence. Hey,
What do you make of that?
he's class. It's just the Ten Hag effect, isn't it? Just get everyone going
Yeah.
to the point where you've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka doing things I've not even seen him do before.
No,
in a
but
good
he's,
way.
you know, to be fair to him though, remember when there was videos of him doing things in pre-season
Yeah,
and
but they
people were
weren't-
laughing at him and that.
That wasn't like.
But
you know
what
what I
I'm
mean?
saying is he's obviously focused on his personal development.
Yeah.
Trying to
I'm not
focus on
knocking the
things
kid.
that he clearly wasn't good at, and he's tried to work on his disadvantages as a player, and he's got better at some of them. Obviously, he's still going to have his moments, but I think he has improved. And
He looks
I always felt
so
with him,
confident now
never a bad
compared to
player,
what he
was
was.
Just the wrong style.
Nah, he's 100%, but he lost confidence under Ole. You could see it, and now look at what he's doing.
I mean, everyone's showing what the benefit of good coaching has done.
And this is it. And he was like, he didn't really play under Ragnick, did he? It was like Delo came
He had
back
a
in.
few
didn't
knocks
he?
though as well, didn't
Like
he?
Delo was sort of the main man, wasn't he, at right back under Ragnick?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's
By the
had
end
about,
of it.
Plays
yeah,
the
he's had
role,
about
but
a
there are
season.
some
hasn't he?
games where, like that City game, even if Delo's fit, you probably play an informed Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
Do you think?
You know, the City game that just went. I
Yeah.
know we were forced into playing
Well, you say
Wan-Bissaka.
that, but then we've seen it in the past where Wan-Bissaka's been absolutely turned over by Phil Foden.
No,
haven't
but I
we?
did say an informed Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
And he was in form. Coming into that game, let's say Delo and Wan-Bissaka are fit. I probably would have said Delo starts myself. But it's not set in stone.
Do you think we're all right at right back with him and Delo? Because there's talking of Denzel Dumfries or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like,
to be honest, not quite.
Do you feel like getting rid of Wan-Bissaka and bringing in, let's say, Denzel Dumfries would be a better move?
I don't know enough about Denzel Dumfries, to be honest.
I just know that's just someone we've been linked with. I mean, he could. Who's the other kid?
I think there is room.
Is it Frimpong? It was not Frimpong.
Yeah, Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong.
Yeah,
He plays for Leverkusen.
Yeah, the other kid we've been linked with as well.
The thing is, what I would say about it is, I don't think we're desperate for it. The same way we were desperate for a striker or, you know, other positions like CDM or defensive midfielder in the summer. I don't think we're desperate for it, but I do think we haven't got a right back as good as like Luke Shaw at his best.
No.
Like Luke Shaw is head and shoulders above Dalot or Wan-Bissaka.
No, I agree.
And
with
I'd
that.
like to have two fullbacks of that quality. Do you know what I mean? If you look at
We're
City
not talking about that as well.
or
Luke
Liverpool
Shaw
over the
being
last
back at
few
left back.
years, like Cancelo and Walker, two top class fullbacks at their peak. As much as it pains me to say it, because they both annoy the fuck out of me. Robertson and Alexander-Arnold, both top fullbacks at their peak. Luke Shaw, I think, is a top fullback at the moment and when he's at his best. But on the right hand side, I'm not sure we've got a top fullback.
I think Delo's getting there. I think he's improving all the time, Delo.
Yeah,
If you can hear that, yeah.
it's the cleaners upstairs.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Is that because that's wooden
They're
flooring?
dragging
now?
like
Yeah.
chairs about, cleaning and that.
Cleaning
We've got a
and
few super chats. Naniko Aidan
It's a
Coppon,
disgrace if you ask
who's
me.
been a member for 13 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
He said consistency is key. Strong lineups are important. Keeping up the tempo, playing 2 games a week. You agree?
Yeah, definitely. Like you say, momentum, tempo,
Sounds
consistency,
like the
whatever you
stomach
want.
of a whale.
It does, doesn't it? Whatever you want to call it, I think it's right. And like, you just want to go into that Arsenal game on a positive, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Anything less than a win tonight is just going to be a bit deflated, especially as we had 9 straight wins and coming off the back of that City result.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's, like I say, pick your strongest team and just get this game won.
Danny Shield says, delighted to hear Garnacho has signed up. Even more delighted that it's around a 30k contract with performance bonuses. Needs to be the model going forward. The Woodward era is finally over. Up the fucking Paddock. Have you seen this about Alejandro Garnacho signing a new deal? It's not. I don't think it's confirmed yet, but we're looking at. Apparently, he's close to signing a new deal. Which again is rumoured to be around £30,000 a week. What are your thoughts on that? Because at the minute it's probably, I don't know exactly, but when they first come through the academy, they're usually on around like 2 to 5 grand a week, aren't they? It's a lot less than you'd think.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
At least like 20, 30.
I think 30 was the rumour. Do you think that's fair? Do you like that?
I think I take it there's a lot of bonuses and incentives, and when you get to like 50 games, you get your wages double or whatever.
Yeah.
Or when you know, I mean, if you win a trophy, you get a massive bonus. So it makes sense. We have gone a bit early with players in the past, haven't we?
Yeah.
Was it like didn't Januzaj get a massive deal?
Probably. Yes,
Like-
he was the sort of
Like after 4 games United, he got like 60k a week or something. And it was like people going, well, he's probably worth it, and you know, he wasn't.
So James Ducker 21 hours ago. So obviously there's been updates since then, but I wanted to this particular point where he just like, how is this only just being the model? He says United are in advanced talks over contract for Garnacho. Confident it will be wrapped up soon. This is the bit. Interesting. The club have been eager to strike the balance between rewarding the player's rise and avoiding a repeat of the Januzaj situation. How is it taken until 2022 for us to realise that the first contract you offer a player should be somewhere between repaying how good they are and not giving them too much money?
No,
that is
but
the only
The
consideration.
problem that you get is then, because academy players, until they sign that first big deal, they're kind of free and easy. They can talk to, they're not bound by the same kind of contracts that adults are. It's a little bit of compensation here and there sometimes if they leave. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So other clubs can be highly incentivized to pay him
More than
150 grand a week, 200 grand a week, because they get a player for free, very little in terms of compo, and you can turn his head in terms of going,
I get
here's
that,
double what they're offering.
but
So
surely
that's what can happen. We've
Yeah,
seen that happen
but,
before.
But finding the balance between how good he is and what he's worth and not overpaying him.
But that's why-
that's the whole point of that of every contract.
That's
surely.
why it's
Why is that like
important,
new?
and I think Ten Hag's doing that at the moment, in making United be a place where players want to play for United.
Yeah.
It's not like we're begging them to play for us, or the only reason they'll come is because they'll pay highly. Obviously, we'll pay well. We're one of the biggest clubs in the world, but that shouldn't be the only reason people come to United. Do you know what I mean? And that has been the case far too often in the past.
Yeah,
I think.
We've got a couple of quotes from Ten Hag on the game tonight, talking about Casemiro missing the game if he gets booked. He said, we are aware of that, but it is about today. Sunday is Sunday. Obviously, we don't want him to get booked. That is clear, but it is about winning tonight. He also said about playing Palace at Selhurst Park. Looking forward to it and great to play here. It's always very loud, but that's fine. Our players like it. I like it. Perfect.
Yeah, man.
Thoughts? That's his view on the Casemiro thing. We've got to win today.
He's got the right idea. Yeah. Don't start worrying about the Arsenal game now. As Mac has already said, could be a game where you can come unstuck. So pick your strongest team. I mean, you're already missing a couple of players in Delo and Martial anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
So you don't want to sort of overstretch yourself. And I think Casemiro's so important to us. If he's available, pick him. Do you know what I mean? Maybe there's a debate. I understand what you mean about Eriksen or Bruno or whatever. That's Eriksen or Fred, but that's not the same as dropping Casemiro, which for me would be a massive loss.
Yeah. He's also spoke about starting Weghorst tonight. He said it changes nothing. A different profile, but he's a typical number 9. It fits good with Anthony, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford. I'm going to say something now that might just look stupid in a few months, because I don't necessarily mean it for Weghorst.
It's unlike you.
How dare you? I remember what you said about McTominay and Fred when we got Eriksen, I think it was, and then you said it again when we got Casemiro. But you said you might be surprised at how good he looks because of what we've had in the past.
Yeah.
Like Eriksen, who was, you could argue washed up. He didn't really he didn't start weekly for Inter. He's playing for Brentford. Like, he struggled to get a club after what happened to him, obviously, but he looked like he was coming to the autumn of his years. Then we signed him and he's been outstanding this season.
Yeah. I
think there might be an argument that because of an age in Ronaldo, and even Ronaldo last season, who scored a good amount of goals, but I think still was he very much played for himself.
100%.
Before that, we had an out of form and out of focus Lukaku. Now we've got an out of form Martial, or have had for the last sort of 2 years. I know he's been slightly better this season, but he's not really scoring many goals. I think we could get Weghorst or whoever we get in the summer and see, oh shit, this is what a proper striker's meant to do. Yeah. Like, they're a threat in the box. When the ball's at their feet, they find a way to get a shot off. Like, watching Martial since the World Cup, and my biggest worry with him is he doesn't seem to know how to shoot or how to create shots for himself. His movement off the ball's a lot better. His pressing is a lot more disciplined and better than it has been. But I think he gets the ball in the box, and where's the attempt to shoot? Where's the attempt to swivel and put the ball? Like, that Weghorst goal he scored against Argentina is the perfect example of what a natural striker does with the ball in that situation. I wonder if we'll see him play and go, oh shit, this is what we've been missing for basically since Lukaku's first season.
Yeah, maybe, definitely. I hope so, because I think that if you look at Martial before the World Cup, for example,
yeah,
when he was, he kept getting injured, didn't he? But like when he came on against City and he was scoring goals and he was doing the other things that he does so well, and then like you say, post World Cup, it's not quite been the same. But if Weghorst can come in and play to that sort of level, then you've got the players around you. You've got Rashford, you've got Anthony, you've got Bruno, as the manager said. Then yeah, you might see something like that. I'm a little bit sort of cautious with Weghorst because I do worry there's a little bit of, and I'm guilty of it myself. Well, Ten Hag wants him, he's going to be great, and we'll just ignore what happened at Burnley because Burnley were rubbish.
Yeah.
And I think okay, we can all do that, but it is in the back of my mind that we don't know a lot about this guy.
No,
because I've not seen a lot of him other than when he was at Burnley
and that's what I mean.
World Cup.
I don't know if he will.
So
be
that's why I'm slightly cautious. I don't want to get too carried away. So we'll just say he'll score just the 20 goals.
Yeah, season. I mean that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it will be him that does it. I'm not saying it will because.
But I understand what you mean, because
I think if we
me
get
and you were on the
proper striker,
that's what I mean. Because we were on the transfers live, weren't we? When I was talking about when we linked with Milinkovic-Savic, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I said, you don't know. Sometimes you get these players and they might come in, and because Fred and McTominay are okay to a certain level, but you might get a player who comes in and you go, wow, this is what we've been missing. And that's what's happened, like you say, with Casemiro and Eriksen. And maybe there is a little bit of that with Weghorst. I think it sounds weird, but I think tonight, I almost feel like tonight you'll find out straight away.
Yeah.
I do. I feel you'll see straight away whether, because you might say, it'll take him a while to settle and all that. I'm not sure. Well, I think you'll see what he's about straight away.
We haven't really, other than, again, you could argue Lukaku's first season, but other than Lukaku's first season, we haven't had a number 9 playing as a number 9 at their peak since Van Persie in 2013. Zlatan was 35. He was brilliant, but he was, inarguably past his peak.
Zlatan,
Cavani the same, Ronaldo
Ighalo.
the same. Martial's been a winger and a striker and in and out of form. Other than Lukaku's first season, we haven't had that in ages.
No.
It's sort of papered over the cracks, but we've been doing that for 5 years now, haven't we? Papering over the cracks a little bit. We've got a few super chats. Danny Shields, we've read that one. Danny Shields again says, reckon Cantona had a chat with Wan-Bissaka and turned him onto the ballet. He did look so good against City.
It was funny that everyone was laughing when I was thought it was meant.
Yeah.
I was half expecting the what the fucking hell was that chance to come out
Did you see
afterwards.
Welbeck's goal against Liverpool?
Of course I did.
By
I've
the
not
way.
stopped watching it.
It was
Hey.
watching Pele.
Was it you that was showing me Trent Alexander-Arnold for that goal?
Yeah.
Well, he just gave up.
Van Basten never meant his either. Welbeck meant that.
Van Basten. Fucking hell, I'm getting full
Van Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka.
Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
The ball, is it a throw in it starts with or whatever, however it gets. He literally stands on the edge of the 18-yard box and just goes... His man runs off him into the box. Danny Welbeck had a 5-yard square pass into an open play. He didn't need it, but... why do I keep saying Wan-Bissaka? Alexander-Arnold just completely left his man and just watched football for 10 seconds, didn't he? He was like, I'm watching the game.
He just doesn't get involved.
I'm playing in the game.
He don't get
I
involved.
thought he was Jamie Carragher when he's got that headset on.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
honestly.
could see game in 3D.
That is
Stop
unreal.
it
That.
there.
I can't believe they
Dare.
got away with it again, didn't it, last night?
Yeah. They should have already been out.
That's what I mean.
It's a disgrace that.
That is
Just
a joke.
replay it because
Wolves are so shit as well. Have you ever seen Adama Traore do anything useful?
No, he's the most overrated player ever.
You know the best
How
guy-
he moved to
One
Barcelona
hench
is
and I run
one of
around
the
really
mysteries of
fast.
football.
How about you complete a cross or complete a pass or score a goal?
The best
Useless
the
piece
best
of
game I
shit.
ever saw him have was against United at the start of last season,
Yeah, he'll score against.
where he absolutely
I was
pissed
dreading
past
getting
Fred
them in
about
the
30
EFL Cup, by
times.
the way.
Yeah.
But then again, it's the same thing. You're right, but then there's no end product, is there?
No, it's always been like that. Cian O'Connor says, still very cautiously
Leon.
optimistic with Shaw this season. We've seen this form from him before and had our hands burned. I think the one thing we
That
can
could
say
be key
is...
for Vegos. Them two.
Go on. Shaw.
Wan-Bissaka and Shaw again. Because Anthony and Rashford don't cross it in, do they?
Wan-Bissaka's not going to cross anything.
You know what though? He
not bad.
does. He does. Like, this is a myth.
He's
that he doesn't.
improved, but look.
got
But he
6
can't.
assists in
Last time he
before.
got an
Yeah.
assist was Martial's goal at Stamford Bridge.
Probably was.
No, that's
but
a lie. He got one this year.
Yeah, exactly. He has done
This
it.
season.
Mate, yeah.
Bruno.
The other week.
Ericsson.
He can get forward, and Luke Shaw definitely can.
Casemiro with a little
Rashford and
long
Andy
distance
won't.
clippy.
Luke Shaw being back at left back's huge for us, and Martinez being back in the team.
Hopefully
Massive.
he doesn't look a bit rough today, Martinez.
Mate, he's been hanging, ain't he?
Yeah, he's been hungry.
Why you reckon he ain't? That's why he ain't played, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
I didn't realise how manly that Red Horse looked.
He's got one hell of a singing voice on him.
Oh, mate.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, what is it? So Sick that he's singing.
Yeah.
Google Veghorst So Sick.
of love
He
songs.
can
Sounds
hit
like
a
me.
note, can't he?
Yeah,
The kid can hit a
yeah,
note.
very
We can all agree
Yeah,
with
he
that. Kid's got some pipes.
Imagine him on Move like the Red Tribe do.
Beautiful stuff.
That's what was missing. We needed someone like that to carry that
Baby,
song.
nothing's gonna get in our way.
Do you know what? You know what I'd love to see? Weghorst, Andy Cole, outstanding.
Outstanding.
That'd be
Yeah.
perfect, that wouldn't it? Them two doing a duet. Bring that one back.
Why don't footballers release songs anymore?
United forever, whatever the weather.
That is the best lyric ever of all time. I love that. You can't get better
No,
than
there's a
that.
better lyric in.
No, you can't. It's impossible. I think that won an
Somewhere
Ivor Novello
Else
award.
by Razorlight.
Right.
Features the lyric, I met a girl.
Yeah.
She asked me my name.
Yeah.
I told her what it was. That's 3 lines of a song. Factual. Could you be less poetic than that? I met a girl. She asked me my name.
But the thing with
I told her what it was.
the thing with
What's
United
that? That's
forever,
not
whatever the
songs.
weather is the delivery as well, isn't it? United forever, whatever the weather. Perfect.
Brilliant.
Hey.
Less than 100%, never.
We have got to do carpool karaoke with you and Andy Cole.
Oh,
That'd be great.
That would be amazing. Seriously.
That'd be so good.
Don't
A little
associate me with that fat fuck James Corden.
I think it's Andy Cole. Jesus Christ. How
I
dare you.
don't- no chance.
How
No-
good would
no
that be though?
Andrew Cole slander on
A
this
football
channel.
carpool karaoke where you get like all the footballers who have released songs.
Ian Wright did one, didn't he? Even better than the real thing, didn't it? Or Do the Right Thing, that was
Yeah.
it. Do the Right Thing.
Keegan.
We had a few.
Uh-huh.
We had a few United ones.
The status
Cup
quo one
final
was
song should
alright.
come back, innit?
Schmeichel, Parker, Pallister,
Yeah.
with Bruce Sharp,
Andy knows that, oh.
Hughes, McClare, Keane and Cantona, Robson, Kanchelski, St Giggs. That was mint, that one. We're going to get Andy Tate on here in a minute, and he's going to tell you all his favourite Manchester United. Andy Tate, I'll swap. You go on, Andy. You come in, and you Macca can tell us your favourite United songs from
Favorite
the
United
90s.
song. Well, but while we're thinking about that, I'll read out a super chat. Danny Wild says, Bye-bye to those American guys. Oh, I think bye those American guys. Stole our club and we failed to rise. And good old Jim is coming to try. And we will be united till the day that we die. Cheers, Danny Wilde. Little song there.
Yeah, very nice.
How are you doing, Andy?
I'm looking forward to tonight, mate.
Aren't you shitting it, Andy? I'm shitting it.
No, because
why are you shitting it?
I'm not shitting it. Adam's shitting it. I've got nostalgia coming through, getting the vibe from 2003. You hunt something down and you take their trophy. And little Arsene Wenger was spitting his dummy out, claiming they were the best. So I've got the vibes of 2003. I'm loving it.
Exciting.
And at the time, 50 Cent in the Club was the main song going round. And when we went to Highbury, I loved it.
That was a great song, wasn't it?
Yeah, in the Club. Remember the Sky build-up for the show, for the game on the Wednesday? They used that in the background and Wenger and Fergie.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Adam, you text us. What was it, about 9 o'clock this morning, saying how nervous you were for this game?
I'm shitting it.
Why? Talk me through why you feeling like that.
Because you know what? I keep thinking about the Arsenal game. And then I keep going, whoa, we got Palace tomorrow or Wednesday or whenever it was. So I'm really nervous about this game. This is the game. Like, in my head, I keep thinking, and I obviously love us to beat Arsenal, but I keep thinking it's just like us to go and beat Arsenal and lose or drop points here. And be like, imagine what would have been.
It would be better for us to
do that,
to win this game and draw against Arsenal than the other way around, wouldn't it? Because Arsenal can't pull away if we do it that way around.
Yeah.
Whereas if we draw this one, Arsenal can pull 2 points ahead, and then even if I suppose if we beat
no, because they've still got to play their game in hand. But I think theirs is against City. No,
yeah,
City's against Spurs.
No. Arsenal. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Because I think us and City have got 2 games in hand, innit?
Oh, but
we've got the
put it
Leeds
one way,
one.
Manchester's going to be bleeding down the
tonight.
net come Sunday night.
Look, forget that. I'm just nervous about tonight's game. I think it comes with us being good as well. Like, you know, like when you have no hope.
I had no hope Saturday until a favourable decision went our way with the force.
He's onside, Andy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck
Listen,
it,
there's people listening to us here. You cannot.
Of course, it was onside.
Say what you're going to say.
Of course, it was onside.
Exactly.
Mate. I have no doubt in the ability. The rules state the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Onside.
We've got
clearly.
We've got a lot of songs coming in the super chats.
He didn't interfere in play.
What about move?
He didn't touch the ball.
The red side group.
Well, what about?
He didn't interfere. And no, I'm not talking about Marsh Rashers. I'm talking about Haaland.
Oh, nice. To the tune of Shout by Tears for Fears.
Oh, what I quoted on Saturday.
Vout, let it all out. Something like that.
He's got a...
Nope.
He's got... I'm thinking about...
Now.
He's got a Christmas market.
Yeah.
Sausage that I think about. What?
Tom Lloyd says best Casemiro starts. Refs are leaning in the first 30. Would you agree with that? Obviously, Casemiro, if he's one booking away from missing the Arsenal game.
If he gets booked, we should let him get sent off.
Oh, just play the game, man. We're in such a good finer form. Just play the strongest team and get the job done.
Yeah.
If we're in a good position at a certain point in the match, then maybe take it around. But don't change your winning team.
No.
He was our rocker. He was our backbone on Saturday.
And like you're saying, you said before, Adam, we could easily...
By the way, hit that subscribe button. We got 4.6k people watching. Get liking the video, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Thanks.
We could easily drop Casemiro for this game, or rest Casemiro for this game, lose or drop points, and then play him on Sunday and still lose that. Like, I think he probably has just as much effect on whether we win this game or not as he does the game on Sunday.
If Ten Hag constantly goes, we're taking it game by game.
Yeah.
And then drops a player with his mind on the Arsenal game. I think it kind of obviously you can rest players and stuff like that. And I think if Casemiro needed a rest, he would rest it. But I think he'd feel a lot worse if let's say Casemiro plays, we win, he gets booked, he doesn't play. He'd feel a lot worse if Casemiro didn't start and we didn't win.
Yeah,
do you know
definitely.
what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Miguel Gallegos says, do you think Pogba would have thrived in this system in place of Eriksen? Left work early to catch the game. Love from Arizona. Fantastic. What time is it there? Probably 5 hours behind.
Yeah.
So what is
5 in the
2
afternoon.
o'clock? Do you think Pogba would have worked in this system under Ten Hag?
No.
Do you not?
No. because me and my good friend Dave always had their disagreements with Pogba, but it's a new sign. It's a new dawn.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
I agree in the sense that I've not once really thought about Pogba. I haven't thought about anyone that's left, really. Or anyone that we didn't sign, or Ronaldo, or anyone.
Yeah.
Fully focused on what Ten Hag's doing. And I think he's doing all the right things. But you can't tell me a Pogba in this team with Casemiro behind him and that isn't a problem. Do you know what I mean? I think he would be, but then
Yeah.
Is he still injured? Is he
would
still injured?
Would he be fit? Would he be?
That's the
Would he?
thing.
I'm not saying obviously he's got a massive injury, but and that happened playing for Italy. Maybe that doesn't happen if he playing for Juventus. Sorry, maybe that doesn't happen if he was playing for United. But he was injured a lot and stuff like that. So the question is, would he have been fit?
That's the two
all
things.
those. But I think he would have been happy.
Yeah.
Ten Hag would have made
He'd have looked good.
and if he wasn't, he would have left. He would have already
Yeah.
been gone. So it would have been a case that if he stayed, he would have been on board with what Ten Hag is doing.
Yeah.
And if a Paul Pogba's on board with what the manager's doing, playing with Casemiro behind him, playing as well with Bruno and Eriksen and all that.
My biggest issue with Pogba, obviously the injuries is one thing because it just makes the season disjointed. If he's your first choice player, he's missing minimum 8 weeks a season injured. The other thing is he doesn't like passing first time. And when you're playing out from the back, and one thing Eriksen is brilliant at is finding passes on the turn and 1-2s and quick sort of intricate passing play. I know Pogba can do that, but as we all know, he tends to have that like, I want to touch the ball, I want to push you off, I want to turn and then I want to pass it.
See,
I wonder if he
I
could play
understand what
quickly
you're
enough.
saying and where you're coming from, but there are also many occasions, and I think it comes down to the team, comes down to everyone. It's like De Gea was coached into not playing, and now there's times where he plays with his feet, and you think, oh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I think United were that was coached out of the team. And I think when you saw United play, like the move that keeps coming into my mind at the moment is a few at Arsenal and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where it's just one, like you think of some of the moves.
You can
in him
do
and,
it, obviously,
like,
yeah.
And I think if you're playing with a team that has to do that,
Yeah.
and look at some of the passes that Casemiro makes that bring, because of the shape that we have.
Yeah,
bring,
the space that our
Pogba
players
played them all
hold,
day.
yeah.
All day
Liam
long.
Rescola says, I'm taking the credit for the Tears for Fears chant. Apparently, Pete Boyle's got a similar one and he'll take the credit, but I have a screenshot from my Twitter that predates his.
Fair
I like
enough.
that. This is like nylon, or that old myth about it being made in New York and London at the same time. What? I don't know. I don't know what my brain did.
Explain
It's a
that.
tune and a half, though.
It is a good song, actually. It's really nice. Ronaldo refused to be coach. Pogba's got that ego as well. He wants freedom.
No, I disagree. He wouldn't
Liam.
play for Didier Deschamps if he was like that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he also played for Allegri. Was it Allegri?
Yeah, I think he played for Allegri.
I don't know.
But
You've
it was-
never, apart from Mourinho, who said a bad word about most people and was a massive cunt.
It did call him a virus though. So
Apart
it wasn't
from
like
Mourinho was the biggest virus. Let's be clear. But
Both are.
well, the Glazers were, but that's a different story. But you've never heard a manager really say a bad word about him or a teammate.
No, he seems like one of the most likable people in the dressing room. No matter what.
And even
he was, I think he was.
even when you listen to people talk about who's the best player you've come up against, and that,
Yeah.
a lot of midfielders go fucking Paul Pogba.
Yeah, these say Pogba or Moussa Dembele. They're the two that people always used to talk about Dembele like he was the best
Stop
thing ever. in
showing
training.
things like that.
Did you see that screenshot that was circulating the other day yesterday about Arsenal when it was like this was a 10-game run that Arteta went on and he won one game in 10. One win, 2 draws, 7 losses, I think it was. And I don't know if it's doctored or if it's whatever, but I think it was like a relatively reputable source.
Was that for his first season?
It was October to January, and the only win was against United, a 1-0 win. And people are like, oh, stick with your manager. But then you also think, it's only worth sticking with your manager if your manager's good. Because you can stick with a shit manager and just get progressively worse. Do you know what I mean? There are a lot of managers who lose 7 out of 10 games and would never turn it around. Just sticking with the manager don't make them good. You have to stick with the right one.
it's like look, and I can't really speak about a protest because I don't know enough about the club, and clubs fans are usually right in what they're saying.
Yeah.
But it's like when people talk about Everton now and they go, oh, we've got to stick with the manager, we got to give Lampard time. We have never. It's like, bro, Lampard don't need time, bro. You're giving him too much time.
That's what I mean.
If you give him more time, you're going to be in League Two.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are some managers that the more time you give them, the more games they'll lose.
And I think
And
because
they'll
of the
never turn it
issues
around.
at a club, he's kind of getting away with it. But yeah, here's a howler.
Yeah. Are you just thinking week by week, game by game, or
yeah, we thinking
how
about
far
it.
ahead are you looking here?
I'm thinking week by week, game by game, but you've got that. You got that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
Can we do something this season? I'm getting vibes from 2003, and I tell you what, if we get 3 points tonight, we've got. Oh, I'd love to settle a few scores at the Emirates.
Yeah.
With a certain pace margin. I'm telling you.
Miguel Gallegos, who sent another super chat, the guy from Arizona, I think he said he left work early. He said it's a 1 p.m. kickoff. So assuming he's working a 9 to 5, which he might not be, he's left work very early. He's
What
left
time did
work
he start?
after-
5 a.m.
Maybe he might be doing shifts. He might have started at 4 a.m. and should have been there till
Doing what
midday.
shits?
He's doing shit.
So it was all right going into a bar and watching it at 1 a.m., isn't it? Unless he's got
1
a pool.
p.m.?
1 p.m.
Yeah, it's in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to a bar unless he's got a pool.
You know what I loved? You know what I've noticed? You know, since the World Cup, I fucking love football, you know.
Yeah.
Is it because of Ten Hag or is it because I don't
Ten
know?
Hag? It's all because of Ten Hag.
Is it?
Yeah, clearly. The
Like yesterday, there was...
the World Cup final may have played a part.
Not yesterday, was it? What day was yesterday? Tuesday. On Monday, there was no game on.
Gross.
I was fucking itching.
Yeah.
Like
I'm
get
watching
game
a
on
lot
now.
more non-United matches
Yeah,
now.
yeah, get a game on now because it's
Yeah.
easier to take. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
you were
United
saying
all
this
that.
on Monday, weren't you? Like
Yeah.
you're enjoying your football now since the World Cup final.
Who's
Yeah,
the
and
greatest player to ever wear 27 for United? Was
Mikel
it Mikel
Silvestre.
Silvestre? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that brace against
Did
Liverpool?
Januzaj wear 27
11
when he first
and
came through?
41.
Was it 41?
Was it 41 or was that Makeda? 44. Januzaj was 44.
Could have been, yeah.
44 Januzaj.
I'm not sure who else has done it.
Makeda was
Alex
41.
Tellez,
No, it's Mickey Silvestre, isn't it?
Silvestre,
Silvestre played...
Fellaini.
Jay, am I right in thinking Silvestre played for Inter when we played them in the treble year?
I'll tell you when he
didn't
played it.
That's why we bought him.
That's why we
Buyed
bought him. He played
That's
for
why we
Inter.
buyed
No,
him.
incorrect.
Is that incorrect?
That's Matthias Silvestre.
You fucking idiot.
Mikel Silvestre played for Inter Milan 1998, 1999 in the treble season, but he only made 18 appearances.
Did he play against us?
No, actually, no, but he made 31 appearances in all comps. He played 6 European matches, so he probably did play against
He
United.
played on the home and away legs, probably. Or
Yeah.
maybe one of them.
Yes.
Interesting.
I don't know. I haven't got the exact data on that. We've got our best man on it. Mikel Silvestre, obviously, Arsenal and Manchester United legend. He played against Man United.
Steve knows. You know what? My knowledge when I was a kid is so much better.
Yeah.
Like, if you ask me about 2015-16, I've had it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Oh,
if you, yeah, he's supposed to play at Old Trafford. That's where I remember him. But if you ask me about stuff during like the Fergie years, I've got it.
I can remember Ron Atkinson years and results and
I
this,
can't
that, and the other, the
remember
80s.
I'm glad I don't really
As
have
a kid,
that
that
connection
vibe.
to Ron Atkinson that some of
Yeah.
the older Reds do.
I remember the McGuinness years. I won't fucking
How the
around.
fuck can you remember that?
I don't know. VR headset. Set it back to 19 fucking whenever, mate. That's what I've done. Easy. Watch every single game back to back to back.
Oh,
Don't
yeah, one of
sleep.
my good friend on the United agenda, Armando, he says, do you remember 68 in the European Cup final?
Jay does.
He asked me that, and I'm like, excuse me, mate, I wasn't born till 74.
That was 50 years ago.
I know, and
You
he
were
asked me that on a
like
Monday night, then he
55
twigged.
years ago. So for you to remember that, you would have to be minimum 8 years old. So you'd have to be like 60 years old.
know.
How old do you think you are?
I'm
You're
48.
40s, man.
I'm 48, mate.
Bloody hell.
That's funny.
Armando knows I love him.
We've got 12 minutes till kick-off. Give me your score predictions. I want to know what the scores are going to be and who's scoring the goals. We know the drill by now. I want your score and your scorers.
2-0, Weghurst, Rashford.
Rashford again. Surely Rashford.
like a sausage, isn't it?
Yeah.
He does say it like a sausage. Weghurst.
Weghurst. Some onions, bit of mustard.
Yeah, and a nice bap.
Nice stuffed bap. Adam McCullough, score prediction, scorer and scorers. Scoreline and scorers, excuse me.
Because of my nerves, I think he's going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
But I hope I'm wrong, obviously. I'm saying that reverse jinx type shit.
Yeah. You got your fingers crossed.
Plus, Vieira's really going to want to do something today, the prick.
I know. They'll all be well up for it, won't they?
Well, I'll tell you what, if they're going to play like prime Barcelona tonight against us, is he going to do it against Man City on Sunday?
No, they'll get beaten 8-0 on City.
You know what I mean?
Sunday, yeah.
Prime Barcelona, because they've done that in the past.
Joseph Williams, and this, again, predates your prediction, Andy. 2-0, Weghorst and Rashi. Spooky. Andrew Nabel says 6, Crystal Palace 6, Manchester United 9.
69.
Clayton M says 1-3 United. James T says 3-0. Weghorst triple dube in pressing stats. Is that's 3 of the?
He's got 3 of Dion Dublin's
the drum that Dion Dublin invented. The dube. You absolute dube. Espen360 says 5-0 Man United. Rashford hat trick. Weghorst goal.
What?
Bruno goal.
You know why I'm nervous? I have been thinking that as well. It's time we twatted someone, you know.
Yeah.
What if that's today?
Thing is, though, we've had more three goals than you think recently.
I know, but twatted.
Yeah. We haven't done that yet.
I want a 4-0 at half time kind of thing.
Yeah.
One of them's coming.
Are you quoting Red Dwarf? Let's get out there and twat it.
You know what?
Why
I
not?
remember watching Red Dwarf, but I couldn't recall any of the episodes and stuff. I remember it because I think one of my uncles really liked it.
Oh, yeah, I've been watching it.
But I can't.
Been playing catch up
The
on
fella
Amazon.
that... Is it the fella... Was the fella in Red Dwarf that also commentates on...
Craig Charles.
Is that Craig
Robot
Charles?
Wars, yeah.
Yeah, Robot Wars, yeah.
No, he wasn't a commentator, he was a presenter.
Presenter, yeah, it was a presenter.
You know what's mad? Robot Wars is on top, is in Sopranos.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, the
Is
English
it?
one.
There's an episode in Sopranos where he walks into the room, and I think it might be Janice or it might be June, are watching Robot Wars.
Wow.
And you can hear
Who
his
was the
voice.
commentator? It was what's his name? Who does the football now? Wasn't it? Jonathan Pierce.
Yeah, very good.
We've got just under 5,000 people watching, and we've
Who's your
got
favourite Robot
1,400 likes. Let's get to 2,000 likes.
Yeah, 2,000 likes,
Who's my
please,
favourite?
people.
It was
Sergeant Killer Lot.
no, it was
Sergeant
Dead Metal.
Slaughter.
Was my
Slaughter
favourite.
was a
The
good
one who
one.
had the pincer.
I like
and
that
his
using
face
the
was
hammer,
just a
it's
saw.
just a-
No,
He
the one
came
with the
later
hammer
on.
kept chopping down like that was
The
at the
Saw
axe.
one was ruthless as well, though, innit? Because
Yeah.
you couldn't do anything about that.
Grab it then.
Just cut you in half. And you know what used to be rude, yeah? Like, these robots, like Matilda and that, used to be made of, like,
Yeah.
serious stuff. And some fella with his kid would bring one in that's made out of, like,
Well,
Kellogg's
'cause-
boxes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Phoenix
I love-
Nights one,
I used
the
to love it.
Phoenix Nights episode, Max and Paddy, they come out with the Crusher or whatever it is and just fucking smash everything up. Yeah,
They
yeah.
had a higher weight limit, didn't they? The house robots. Harry Lakin's just put Stephen Hawking. That's not right.
You know what I always...
No.
I
Can we sort that out in the
I
comments? please?
messaged,
Get rid of that.
you read it
That's
out, by the
absolute
way.
filth.
I messaged
Get rid of that.
Joe earlier, reminding him that we need to reapply for bargain on.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to have gone on Scrap Heap Challenge back in the day.
Oh,
you know.
me too.
Scrap Heap Challenge was that. I wouldn't have made much because I was a bit of an idiot.
Yeah.
But
But
I
you get
would've
like a
been
bike
class.
and an old tank, and then all of a sudden they've made some sort of amphibious car.
Yeah.
Well, like the A-Team, just make
Yeah,
some out of
basically,
nothing.
It was
Yeah.
like A-team challenge, wasn't
You'd
it?
be like, all right, you got to make a crane to lift this
Yeah.
ice cream van. Go!
Yeah.
And somehow people would find an engine and like,
Yeah.
the perfect parts.
Starting off, this is the son and father team from Widnes.
And it'd be like 4 fellas from a mechanic.
Yeah, exactly.
Usually do MOTs and services on a weekend.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
today, I am making a fucking spaceship.
Samuel says, and I don't know what tune this is to. Weggy, can't you see?
Oh, Biggie?
Biggie
Hypnotised.
smiles, man. Biggie,
Oh yeah,
Biggie,
can't you see? You're a different option to Tony. Eric loves his aerial presence, making your defenders look like peasants.
It's very good.
Thank
It's very
you.
good.
Well, if we win the league, it was all a dream.
Oh, don't say that. I want it to not be a dream.
He just needed some Diddy ad-libs on that. Yeah. Take that.
Yeah, just getting that cash. Neo Wolf, which sounds like one of the best Xbox Live gamer tags in 2005. Neo Wolf says, only good thing about having been laid off is that I'm at home to watch the games. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love that. This man is living on a cloud and he's only seen
And he's
silver
been laid
linings.
off. And he's giving us $5.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We should be giving
We've
him
all been
$5.
through that.
Yeah, we'll give you. We'll send
I had a
that.
month off. I had a month off when I
Refund
got
that.
laid off.
Yeah, but he's seen silver linings, and I've got to love him for that. Fergal McClements with Super Chat says, in the last 10 years, which includes the Liverpool and City era, United's worst, Liverpool and United have the same Premier League record, except they finished second once more and fourth once more.
So we don't have the same record.
Other than the difference is it's the same.
I get what he means though. Basically, in the last 10 years, for as good as they've been, saying the Premier League's greatest team ever, Van Dijk's the best centre-back since bloody
Sliced
Bobby
Yap
Moore,
Stam.
fucking all that stuff, yeah.
Mm.
It's a good point well made by Fergal McClements there. And
James-
thank you for being a member.
James Stewart says, swag horse hat-trick.
Swaggy.
Horse.
Swag horse.
He's a swag horse.
Hopped up out my bed, got my swag horse.
Swag horse. Just a little fucking... Like, do you know when Snoop Dogg's commentating on the dressage?
Oh, yeah. It's good that.
Yeah.
Remember
really
GGN News?
No.
Triple GN. GGN
you okay?
News. G.
Can we get the defibrillator for Adam, please? He's struggling. James Stewart, I've just read that. I'm struggling. Joe Tomlin said, who let the dogs out? Voot, 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 voot.
Now that's a good one. I like that one. I like that one. I like that.
Who let Ten Hogs out?
Woot, woot, woot.
You know what I mean?
Ten Hag's got his route out.
Oh, that's weird. I don't know what that means.
Louis van Gaal did that by me.
Woot,
didn't
woot. That's the sound of the set piece.
Say that again.
Voot, voot. That's the sound of the set piece.
Oh,
yeah.
the sound of the police. Yeah.
But set piece.
Set piece, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Wout Weghorst famously hates the police.
He hates the police and he loves scoring from set pieces. Doggy Fizzle Televizzle. I don't think that's... Was that what it was called?
Doggy Fizzle.
Who let the horse out?
Right, now we've just descended into...
Liam Dunn, you've gone too far there.
Too far, Tony.
Seeing the teams come out. Anthony, talk to me.
You know what, yeah? I think people have gone a little bit too far in the old Anthony situation. He's a new player in a new league. He's still contributing a fair amount of goals. And if you look at the stats for players in his position, I think he's performing better than most.
Yeah.
Of course, he could do better. And I think there needs to be a little bit about him when, like, he needs to go at defenders a little bit more, have a little bit more confidence in his game. I think that will come, though, once he gets to know more about the Premier League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I also think... I don't know, he said something in one of his interviews recently that made him seem like he had woman trouble. Like Arthur Dodger and Craig
apparently
David.
He had a bit of a car incident, didn't he?
Oh, is that what it was?
On
I thought he was
Boxing
talking
Day.
about a woman. Sounded like he was talking about a woman. Did you see the cryptic thing he said in there?
No.
Yeah. Sounded like he'd been going through a couple of issues.
Can I
with a
also
lady in
draw
his
your
life.
attention to something that people talk about him being like an £80 million player or whatever? And the expectation that comes with that is people say, oh, the expectation that comes with that. When you when you bought Ronaldo for 80 million in 2008, there is a world-class expectation that comes with that. Let me just read out a couple of other players that have cost 65 million or above in the last few years. And we can say what we think the expectation with that is. Wesley Fofana to Chelsea, Pepe, Havertz, like Kepa Arrizabalaga, Chouameni, who obviously he's
Havertz gets a buy because
looking
he
like
scored a
a
winner
good-
in the Champions League final.
He did, but he's not been consistently very good for Chelsea, has
You
he?
get a buy for that.
Okay. Arthur from Barcelona to Juventus. Lucas Hernandez to
Is that
Bayern
that
Munich.
fella
That was
Liverpool eventually
awful.
signed?
Yes, on loan. Like Darwin Núñez was 80 million. James Rodriguez to Real Madrid was 65 million. Like
Alex Iwobi was 40
Thomas
million.
Lemar from Monaco to Atletico Madrid was 63 million pounds, 70 million euros.
He had a
Mudryk,
great album.
Like,
back
yeah, he
in
did.
the day, yeah.
50-50.
If there's any justice in the world.
But the point I'm trying to make
He would have
is
cost 20 million.
80 million quid. Obviously, we may have paid too much for him. The jury's still out. Doesn't mean that you think you're signing the best player in the world anymore. It means that you're basically signing a starting attacker that is, from a rich team. So I don't think we should expect him to be the best player ever just because he costs
We did
a
overpay
decent amount.
though,
Yeah,
let's-
I agree.
It's
That's
the
what I'm saying.
club's
I agree that
fault.
we probably did.
He didn't ask to be like Ajax were asking,
Yeah.
and we overpaid because they were demanding like 100 million, and we agreed like was it 85, 86, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So it's not his fault.
No. Neo Wolf says, I am
again.
ever the optimist, Adam. Hoping to land my next gig soon. Here's hoping for a weekend win for United. An offer letter for me. See?
Yes, loads of offer letters coming in for you, brother.
That's the mindset. That is the mindset right there. We're about to kick off. If we could get Jason Mustard back in the seat there.
Jay Kitty, as
Jay
Jay
Kitty.
calls him, as Andy calls him in all the emails that he sends.
Jay Kitty.
Yes, Andy, don't look confused. You've been doing it for years.
We're just going through that starting lineup again. If we can get that back on the screen just for
They're
1
all our
minute.
secrets on air, you son.
Here's that starting at 11-1 last time. We've got David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Midfield trio of Casemiro, Eriksen and Fernandes. Then it's Rashford, Anthony and the big horse himself.
The big horse.
It looks like
Jeff
his head's been
Horsfield.
put on someone else's body.
Does, doesn't it? It looks Photoshop,
That's
that.
not real, that. That's
Weghorst.
Harry Maguire's body without Weghorst said on it.
Yeah.
That looks like I've made that for a thumbnail. No, even worse. It looks like Jay's
How
made
can
that.
you cut my thumbnails? How can you? I have well taken over you on the thumbnail scale now.
I've noticed that you've got a brand new
You're
jumper
so
on
cheeky.
today.
I did one of my best ones on Sunday as well. So proud of myself. Go on. What are you saying? Sorry.
Brand new jumper.
You may speak. Brand new jumper.
What colour would you call
yeah,
that?
our kid got it me for my birthday.
What colour would you call that? Sort of
Teal. I don't know.
apple that you found in the
Isn't
glove
teal
box.
a blue?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Pitch green.
Yeah. Lovely.
Pitch green.
Like a baseball pitch.
Yeah, if you want. You're the expert.
I never know how to say this word, and I always get it. Is it khaki?
Khaki.
Khaki. My mum would say
Khaki.
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 I think it's more green than khaki.
Your mum's not saying khaki, she's saying cocky.
Doing it. Nice
Yeah,
little
she's
birthday
calling you a
present.
cocky little shit for
Yeah,
putting
she's
her
saying,
name
Eh?
in your mouth.
But of course, giving
Said she wants
instructions there
coffee.
to Anthony, I like
People
a bit
saying
of that.
olive green.
What are you waffling on about you now, eh? Give me here.
Just Joe's mum and cocky.
Someone said baby poo. Combat sage.
Baby poo.
Combat sage.
Hey, me and Stephen Howson will be on manoeuvres later. Don't worry about
Manoeuvres.
that. Nice.
call it.
Nicely done. Nudge me there. That was good stuff, that.
Yes, mate.
Stephen Howson will be here after the watch along with you, won't you? Chatting to you. You. Chatting to Stephen Howson.
I'm nervous. Turn your notifications off if anyone's got live score on.
Patrick Vieira is a United legend, isn't he? That pass to Giggs.
Yeah.
Come on.
Can we refresh that so we're up to speed? Because the game has kicked off. I just
Refresh
got a
this.
notification.
Nice.
Why would you do that?
I don't really
Why
know.
would you do that, bro?
Just all. Oh, I like your
It's
top.
embarrassing, really, isn't it? You like it?
Yeah. Little Muhammad
Oh,
Ali.
mate. Love
Muhammad
that.
Ali,
Mate,
little
little
tech-
arms there, pulling them out your
You know what,
sleeve.
yeah, I brought this to a poker tournament, yeah, and I had a jacket on, and I've walked into the room, and I saw some geezer wearing it, yeah. And
Wearing that?
like this jumper, and I like had it on under my jacket in it.
How popular is this jumper?
I was
I've
obviously-
seen it
I don't know,
before.
It's just it was new that week, so he probably just bought it that week and
Right.
then wore it.
Kick off.
And then I had to go back to my room and change it.
Yeah,
So-
you can just-
Imagine I ended up at the same table as him.
Yeah, it looks-
He was Asian as well.
Did you put on
And
your
there's not
Sonny
many
Liston
Asian
top?
people that play poker, so you don't want to be like two of three Asian people and two of you are wearing
Like,
the same.
yeah, like
It's like,
it's
have
uniform.
you come in a uniform?
Yeah.
And
I got-
it's Muhammad Ali as well. It's like
I got
is
beat by
that
the
your
Asian.
lot's uniform? Is he your leader?
I got beat, I got beat by the Asian lad in the Muhammad Ali top. Narrow it down, son. Come on.
Come on.
They all love Muhammad Ali. I noticed that.
Like,
Sorry, Wan-Bissaka is
elite.
spinning fullbacks already.
See, go on. Cross to Weghorst, 1-0. That's what we want. Oh, it's balled it.
It's upsetting that. He's
Go on.
Oh.
he's been told to do this differently, hasn't he, Wan-Bissaka? Sorry.
Sorry, I just thought I'd test the speakers of the microphone.
Casemiro already involved.
Oh.
Weghorst.
Go on, Aaron.
Well
That's
done,
a foul
Aaron.
on Aaron.
Come on, Darren.
Right, Samba soccer here.
Samba.
So you used to work in it.
Samba soccer.
Have you ever played beach football, Joe?
No, I haven't.
Tiring, you know.
Horrendous.
Is
Hurt
it?
your knees.
Yeah,
man.
after 3 minutes, you're like, I can't run.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Eric play?
Have
I
you ever
played
heard
it
the
in
phrase
Turkey, I
running
was
in quicksand?
Yeah.
That's literally you. Like, that's exactly what you're doing. It's
Eric
horrendous.
Cannon did it for a while.
Yeah, he was really good at it, wasn't he?
Yeah,
How
he's
could
a-
he not be?
Yeah, he's meant now.
Good little pressy from Weghorst there.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah, think. Say the worst footballer you can think of.
Me.
Right.
Jay. No, Jay.
Professional footballer.
Oh. You know.
All right, just think of an okay, because saying worst is a bit of sad.
Yeah, I don't want to be too.
Let's say someone that you don't think is very great. Well,
Okay.
everyone cusses a lot and he's shit,
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got it.
which is worse than what I initially said. All right, who is it? Whoever you're thinking of, yeah.
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 They're like, imagine if you played beach football with them.
Yeah.
They'd show they'd ball out like they were Ronaldinho.
I know.
Right.
That's what's mad, isn't it?
I know.
Like if you put Maguire up
That's so
front for a
much
Sunday
better.
league team, he scores 50 goals a season probably.
Yeah. He literally would.
Do you know what I mean?
He'd score as many as he wanted.
He's like, you know, when you play 5-a-side with someone who's like semi-pro,
Why am I looking at?
they're unreal. Like they're usually just like mint.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's like tier 10.
Yeah.
If
Tier
that.
1,000.
Yeah, it's like.
I know.
Because they are the 0.0001%.
What was that thing? Was it Lingard tweeted at that time? Post was it 0.12% or something? Do you remember? Do you remember when him and Marcus both tweeted the same thing about the ratio of players that make it? It was like 0.12% or something of players in academy actually going to play.
Yeah.
At the top
And
level
that's
when they were getting stick.
That's people who are in
I think
academies.
I'm pretty sure it was them two at the same time posted on Instagram when they were getting a bit of grief.
That's people who already got to
Yeah,
academies.
I think that was the sort of the ratio they were talking about.
Yeah.
So it's like, look at Ronaldo. Look at Ronaldo Brown. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
He was at Liverpool's academy with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Jan as well.
Yeah.
And if
That's
you
what
watch
I mean.
that team, Trent wasn't even one of the best players.
No. It's like, it happens to so many players where at 15, 16, they look like they're on the road to glory, and then,
Plus
you know,
there's
for
so
whatever
many
reasons.
variables to it. It's like
Injuries,
injuries,
and, you know, just
mentally.
mentally. Weight as well, like,
Opportunity.
your growth, you know, you growing. Oscar
the
Slatters and
manager
things
that
like
comes
that.
into the first team.
Yeah.
So
there
many
is-
different things.
There is a multitude of reasons why it can all go a little bit.
Look at Rashford. If Rashford doesn't get his chance, then we get a new. Who was next after Van Gaal? Mourinho.
Mourinho ain't playing Marcus Rashford.
Never
Are
have
you
played him
mad?
in a million years.
That is not
Rashford
happening.
ends up leaving,
Yeah.
and you don't know. He probably doesn't play
That's
for
just
England.
Tony M in the warm-up, wasn't it? Got injured.
And then Will Keane.
It was against Preston, was it? Was it Preston?
Ipswich.
Ipswich, sorry. It was 4 minutes, wasn't it? Something like that. And he's literally knee went. Do you know what I mean? And it's like...
Has the internet gone or something?
I think, yeah, sorry, we are in the dark here at the minute, so if you're wondering why we're not screaming
Are we still
in
live?
delight at a goal, potentially, then we it's because our telly has gone off. So we're just trying to get that sorted ASAP. Mac has got the update on his phone now.
I haven't. I was trying to watch the game. You know when things are out of your hands, you feel worse.
It's
They?
worse, isn't it? Yeah. I'm nervous. I'm already nervous, and now I can't see what's going on. I'm even more nervous. Yeah.
Have you ever done that? Remember back in the day where you were like,
Back in the day.
you know you couldn't watch the game, would you just ignore it? Or would you constantly... I'm talking teletext era days.
I just
game-
watch I stand and watch teletext.
Yeah,
Wait
like
for it
would you
to
keep
rotate.
refreshing it and going back to it? What was your
Just sit and watch it.
radio? Would you
radio.
listen to radio sometimes?
Yeah, I do
Do you
radio.
know the one game I remember avoiding? Funnily enough,
I've never avoided one.
like there was one where I watched it on Match of the Day, and I avoided it. Was the one where Eric got attacked by that guy in the crowd. That racist who attacked Eric's feet with his head.
South
That should have been banned for life, that kid.
Had to defend
Matthew
himself.
Simmons, I think his name was. I didn't watch any of that. Got home to watch Match of the Day because it was a midweek game. And my dad went, "You're not going to believe when you watch this." That's what he said to me. He went, "All I'm going to say to you is Eric Cantona." And I went, "Why is he going to be all over the back pages?" He went, "No, it'll be all over the front." That's what he said. I was like, "What's happening here?" And I was watching it and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It was mad. But yeah, I remember not, like, because it was a lot easier then. This was 95. So it wasn't like you had your phone or whatever. So yeah, it was a lot easier to avoid the game back in those days. But that was the one that sticks in my mind of avoiding
Employee
it.
of the month on the ropes here.
And it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
On the absolute ropes. I've got one like that. That 5-3 against Spurs. So I never knew about the game. Never knew about the result. I can't remember what it was. It was on a weekend though. I know that because I was with my
Yeah, it
dad.
was.
And that was when I used to stay with my dad on the weekends. And we went Merry Hill Shopping Centre and that. And I remember having to just ignore it. Then we watched Match of the Day. And we're like 3-0 down. And you're like, Match of the Day. And then one goes in and you're like, fucking hell, we won. Like, it was like watching it live because you didn't... You could stay away from it, and then I'd wake up again and watch Match of the Day at half 6, 7.
Was that a Sunday?
I can't.
Do you know what it was? Was it, which one? Sorry, there's two. The
5-3, 3-0 down.
Oh, sorry, the one at.
No, you're on about 5-2 at Old Trafford. I was at that
you're
game.
you're on about the one at Spurs at White Hart Lane.
yeah.
One where Veron played.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the celebration where we're all sat on the floor and Veron's got his arm round. Who is it? He's got his arms round. Can't remember. We're just sorting out our technical issues here. Eventually, still 0-0 from what I gather.
Yep.
I'll sort out some technical issues in a bit. Sorry, yeah.
But do you know the 5-2 at Old Trafford?
Yeah.
Where we came back between. I was working in a pub in Romford. It was full of Spurs fans, and they were giving me grief right when they were winning, and I started giving them shit when we were winning. I got a bit carried away, and I had to leave early. I was going to get me kicked.
Just kicking off at everyone.
Yeah, I'm a bit like you fucking knobheads.
Oh yeah, we all used to be like that.
The boss is like that. I don't think this is a good idea. They've all had a drink. Leave it.
Bit of interplay there. Veghorst, Bruno.
Mate.
Playing balls in behind and it's just the two people trying to sort it out.
Yes.
Not enough cooks.
I don't know how it can take so long. What's going on here?
Just kicking off, innit?
Right. Ooh. Who's that? Miners. I just don't want to see Casemiro make any fouls.
No.
Martinez can do what he wants.
Yeah. To be fair, my internet is not working on this laptop at the minute. So
It's all going wrong, but we've got the game back up.
You know what I hate, yeah? I'm just reading, I'm not going to mention who because they'll probably love me mentioning their name on here. But they're tweeting about the game. But if the game kicked off 2 minutes ago, you're already making statements, man. I fucking hate people on Twitter, you know.
Yeah.
Tweeting during the game. In 20 minutes, your opinion's going to be redundant. Bellends. Making like blanket statements about someone's performance after 10 minutes.
My uncle's a bit like, you know, he he's like the most negative, depressed guy like when it comes to the football. He feels the worst all the time, and it'll be like 2 minutes into the game and he'll message me dad, going like, "This doesn't look good."
Yeah.
I mean that's like we just kicked off. What are you on about? Do you know what I mean? Like,
no, this isn't right. This.
yeah, it's gonna be one of those days you can tell. And he's like, "Are you mental?" It's like 1 minute into the game.
Yeah,
man.
it's like, what the fuck
cheer
is
up,
wrong,
man. Chill out, mate.
It's annoying, man.
Bruno here,
Like,
down
look at
that
his stuff.
left hand side.
What's going on?
Where's Weggers?
Look at that stuff.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ, lads. I swear we had Sky go a minute ago. What are we doing here? Here's people whispering.
Keeper there, looking a bit ropey.
Fucking hell.
Did Veghorst get a touch on that?
Don't know.
Or was it not Veghorst?
Yeah, it was Veghorst in the middle.
Just got to get at these, man.
Good,
That's it.
good,
Well
that's
done there.
Martinez there. Shit.
Go on,
pass.
Marcus.
Go on, Marcus.
Oh, he couldn't get it under.
Good player from Shaw.
He was out in the middle there. I don't know.
I've sent you something to your computer. If you can have a look at that, please. Good stuff, this. Go on. Is that a bit of a counter-attack here for United? Anthony. Back to Bruno.
He's offside.
I'm sure that's
Surely it's got to be.
Is.
And he's just...
It's an awful finish as well.
Nah, he knew, yeah. You could tell that.
Great pass that from Bruno. wasn't it?
Imagine.
For Bruno to catch
Do you
it back up
reckon
again.
Crystal Palace fans would have banged on about it all week if he had off? I mean,
Miles off.
he's about 2 yards offside there, isn't he?
To be fair, Veghorst would have been off as well.
They're all offside. Couldn't have left it for anyone.
Palace just knocking it about the back a little bit. Do you have any thoughts on Crystal Palace? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you give a shit?
I'm not overly bothered because two of my favourite memories are beating Palace. Like 1990 when I was a kid, obviously setting Fergie up on that unbelievable run of glory. And 2016, the FA Cup final. Jesse's winner, where I just lost it, just completely lost it in the press box, and just professionalism went out the window. So I've never really had too much of an opinion. Obviously the Eric thing, I don't like, you know, what went on there and that, but they're not like a City or a Leeds or a Liverpool or even an Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? They're a bit like whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
difficult
I don't really have any
when
opinion
you've
of
played
them
him in two
whatsoever.
finals and you've beat him in both.
Yeah.
For me, it's a bit hard to be like two. Oh, I can't stand them. Do you know what I mean? There's just a bit whatever. I'm not really. What about you, Mako? You've been there a few times, haven't you? You've been on the pitch and all that.
Yeah, no, I like Palace.
Yeah.
Good away there.
Yeah.
I fucking sort this out, though, boys. I can't watch games like this. I'd rather not watch it.
It's a bit sloppy.
But yeah.
He's
Casemiro not able
running
to
through the
jump
middle
in
like
there.
he's fucking Ronaldinho.
Vieira's Palace attacking stats: 15th in shot conversion, 16th in goals, 19th in XG per game. It would be a real shame to drop points against these, wouldn't it?
It's just that whole thing of like midweek after a big win against a team that they're not great, but they're not, you know, relegation fodder. They're just sort of mid-table, aren't they? I know those stats aren't great, but you know, and they've got players. That's the thing with Palace. They have got some players who are decent. It's not like you're playing against a team where you go, I don't know any of these players, and they're all just terrible. They've got one or two, well, probably two or three who are decent, so it's one of them where you got to be careful. Just can't be too complacent, but you still fancy us to beat them. You know, come on. It's only Palace, isn't it?
Just passing it around a bit at the minute, Palace. Just sitting off a bit. There's a minute there, Casemiro, where someone just went past him. He thought about stepping in, but didn't. Did you notice that just on the halfway line?
That's probably, do you reckon that's the yellow card in
That's
his
what I'm
head?
thinking, yeah. That's the only worry in it. If you, a player like that in that position, where he's all of a sudden playing not to his full game because he's worried about getting a booking.
That is a worry, because you want him to be able to play the normal way he plays, but I don't know, like it's been said, he's got that much experience. He knows what he's doing. Do you know what I mean?
Martinez. Varane dropping deep. Just passing it around the
I'm
back.
sticking out my phone at this rate. Fucking hell.
Martinez was dancing through.
Yeah. Holding the ball, United. Not many. It's not been particularly free flowing, has it, from United yet?
No, not
Just
really.
knocking it forward there, but winning the second ball. There
But
goes
just holding it up, that's what he's there for.
Casemiro. Eriksen got a bit of time here. It's a great pass.
Go on.
Shaw clips it to the back post.
Oh. Wan-Bissaka. Shaw.
Ooh,
I thought I was going in there, and I
fizzer
thought he
across
was
the-
fizzing that right
Yeah.
in. Decent better play there, though, for Manchester United.
Yeah, it was good. That's his little trademark, isn't it, Luke Shaw? Just sort of slicing across it.
Yeah, it is.
That's the only way he really sort of makes chances or has goals. Think he should score more?
I mean, it was like 3
fullback.
career goals or something stupid.
Not many, is it?
Yeah. I don't know, I mean, probably, yeah. When you consider that's almost non-existent, but
Is that about him there?
I know, he's done him now. Has he got a free kick? Or is it just a head injury?
Martinez. So is that blood? I think it's blood, isn't it?
Oh, God, we don't want him injured. Andy. Come and have a sit down, son.
Martinez down on the floor. Ten Hag with a 4-way click pen.
Steve McLaren sucking his finger.
McLaren's going for the.
Yeah, he's going for the
pencil.
sort of Wednesday night erratic look, innit? McLaren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
And then Maguire warming up.
Yeah.
And this
So you've
looks
got
concerning.
Sky Go on there. Go and get right. Is that Sky Go?
It's.
Or is
Yeah.
it- Right.
This
Love
is
it.
concerning.
Yeah, Martinez has been down for a couple of minutes, which is a bit of a worry.
You got to take precautions with neck injuries, haven't you? So
Yeah. What's he doing? It's his face. Something's bleeding on his face. Is his
Yeah,
forehead?
it's difficult to tell what's going on here.
Yeah.
well, his United teammates look very concerned. So
Yeah. Yeah, he's been down for.
I mean, we can't
24
see it from
minutes now.
we can't see it from the
Just
trainer's
heading
side.
into the 19th minute, about to start.
From his side, the trainer's side, you can't see this other side of his face. Well, he's always getting the Terry Butcher treatment.
Yeah.
He's bandaging
Yeah,
himself
get a bit of a
up.
bandage.
Yeah.
19.
New shirt as well?
1911. If you want to sync it up with us, it's 1912, 13, 14.
Will you go and chuck us
15.
my laptop, someone, please? So we can get into the chat and the comments and that.
Gremlins in the house, eh? Technical issues.
So,
Feel free to grab that and plug that in if you want. Yeah, we'll get that all sorted. Don't understand what's going on. There we go. All switching about.
bit of the old switcheroo,
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Cross into the box. Just bouncing before it got there. Oh, ball in behind. Well done, Luke Shaw. Good tracking back that. Because it's not easy when you're running back to your own goal. That's a foul, surely, on Bruno. Yeah, give it. Will Hughes. How old is Will Hughes now?
Will Hughes
When
is
he came
about
through at Derby when
47.
he was literally 15, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Playing for Derby.
What year is that? He's about 21 now, isn't he?
I think he's got to be mid-20s. That's got to be 10 years ago. How old do you think he is, Jay?
I'd say 20, 28.
Go on then. You're the only one who's got the capability. 27.
27. There you go.
You know.
I don't know where we're up to some of these chats, so I'm going to read them out. Yeah, go on.
I'll grab it. So, here we go. Ben Gowdy with the super chat.
Sorry, go on. When you're ready. Pass it.
Says, appreciate all the content you like to provide. Love from Australia. Naz Amar says, remember when LVG warned Ten Hag not to go to United? He warned everyone not to go to United, didn't he? He told, what's his face, he won't play for
Jurien Timber, if you go to
Timber.
United, you're not playing. And then Malacia joined us and then went to the World Cup.
Yeah,
Yeah, talk about a contradiction.
I know.
Marcus here. Oh.
Trying to cut inside.
Palace are playing very defensive because they've
Yeah.
been spanked a few times, haven't they? They went out of the FA Cup, didn't they?
I'm not sure, actually.
I just know they're on a bit of a horrendous run.
Yeah,
And only
they
lost-
are.
Oh,
See
it out.
Well done, Varane. J.E. Frasconi says, to the Mr. Ed theme, Veghorst is a force of course. Veghorst is a force of course.
yeah.
Of course, and no one
Mr.
can
Ed
stop.
theme. You don't hear many
Mr. Ed.
chants to
Yeah.
in Mr. Ed theme, do you? There's
The
one for
famous Mr.
a
Ed.
blast from the
Famous
past.
about Veghorst.
Is he in here? Go on,
Anthony?
go on, go on.
Oh. Just chipped it over. Well, I say chipped it.
Sort of lifted
Sort
it
of
over.
lobbed
didn't
it
he?
over him, yeah.
Just the wrong side of the post.
Okay,
God, he
great.
trained that arse up.
Fantastic.
God, he trained that arse up. That Mr. Ed arse, how it done the smiling and all that.
Oh.
I thought it sugar lumps.
What was
Like
it?
The train,
And
it was
then
a train.
probably
It was a
smacked
train
It was
movie
a
horse.
professional movie
Probably.
horse.
I love that
Professional
professional
movie
movie
horse.
horse. Like, it grew up always wanting to be a movie horse.
Yeah, it wasn't
It's-
just a random horse
It's a
they got off the
horse
farm.
that they battered to the point where it
Yeah.
was.
He was
would do what
champion
they
of Wonder
said.
Horse, his cousin.
It was
Is that true?
Seabiscuit's older brother.
Yeah, it was Red Rum's fucking.
Oh, Shogar.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Is that the one that went missing?
Yeah, that one went missing, allegedly.
Well, it definitely went missing. There's no doubt it
Probably
went
in the
missing.
Bahamas, living it up in a pina
I
colada,
think
isn't
it's
it?
in Cuba with Tupac.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, he's riding around on Sugar.
Yeah.
But Tupac and
100%.
Biggie's riding Shogar.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, that's a fucking statement and a half, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the Barbados.
Matthew Coward says, what numbers do you need to see before you start wanting Weghorst on a permanent deal?
I think.
Hat tricks every game.
Yeah.
2 every goals.
Certainly a start. Hat-trick every game would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would.
15 goal return. 15 goal
that'd be
return
enough
between
for
now and the
me
end of the season.
to want to see him on a permanent deal. You've got a hat trick every
10
game.
to 15 goal return.
It depends what the performances were like. You could easily have a 10 goals between now and the end of the season, but like it's the right type of 10 goals where we could do with this guy for 10 million quid next season.
You think about it.
I mean, it could be the difference between winning a cup final and
How many goals did Teddy Sheringham score in '99?
Yeah, exactly.
But what were they? What were those goals?
Beautiful.
Winners, trophy winners.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Terry Sheringham, elite shit out against Arsenal. Remember that?
What was that? Elucidate the masses.
Elucidate, well, it was it. After we come back from Brazil, we played Arsenal in a game, they were winning 1-0. All the Arsenal fans were like, you're just a effing reserve. So Sheringham, being said there, went up to the Arsenal fans, did 3 trophy pickups like that.
Yeah.
And got the ground absolutely fizzed up. Then he come on 5 minutes later and scored an equaliser.
Man,
That's what you
love
want.
that. Love Teddy Sheringham.
Elite shithousery has it.
Because he got a lot of stick, didn't he? You remember the Arsenal fans used to think he went to United and he won
F4, yeah.
And then it became, a year later, it was went to United and he won a lot.
Yeah. Sheddy Terringham. Oh, good touch, Zaha. Well done, Luke Shaw. Get your head in, lad.
He's one of those players, Teddy Sheringham. He doesn't do loads. You don't see him on the telly
What was his
loads.
last
You
club?
don't see him like he does do the odd Q&A though. He did one recently, and everyone I spoke to who's met him said he's just a top.
He was
bloke.
still playing till he was 41, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Colchester.
Yeah.
Did he go anywhere after that?
I'm not sure.
Do you know that dubious sponsor that City have got that everyone was talking about on Twitter a couple of
The
months
one
ago?
that didn't exist till about a month ago.
Didn't Teddy Sheringham do a video for them? He was like an ambassador for them or something.
Was
he the guy?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Oh, great touch. Weghorst, slow as sin.
It was
Can't
like
get
running
near
through treacle there.
Fuck
Old
me.
vote.
Jesus!
It's like me at 8 aside, that son.
Right, I take it all back.
Yeah.
That was fucking...
Hey up, what's going on here, Anthony?
Sluggish don't begin to describe that, does it?
Something's happened here.
Anthony's kicking off with someone. I didn't see what happened there, did you?
No, I don't.
Like, you got the fish ready. You're ready to fight the corner of Anthony here, aren't you?
Go away.
It seemed like nothing, and it seemed like that Mitchell kid sort of pushed him. It didn't look that much of a kick-off. No one else really got
something
involved.
said? Nah, I
No
don't
one
think
else
something
really
was
got
said.
involved.
Checking his elbows.
I don't know what went on there.
I don't know what went on there. Who's the ref? Do you know him?
No, I don't recognise him.
I'll forgive him.
So Anthony goes out and then sort of steps across. Not much, is it really? Mitchell and Anthony.
Might be something to watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
great
done you
touch.
there, son.
Go on, Veg.
Oh, got a bit better ball there. Bit unlucky.
Well done, Anthony. Speculative slice there. from
Speculative
Martinez.
Nathaniel Klein.
Luckily,
can
Nathaniel
fuck right
Klein's
off.
bang average and he couldn't do anything with that.
Do you boo ex-City players or just ex-Liverpool players?
Jubo ex-players.
Just ex-Scousers.
Ex-Scousers, yeah.
My
Oh,
father-in-law.
it depends who it is, though.
My father-in-law's a blue. I'm fucking
Yeah, but you'd boo Joey
Little
Barton.
City now. Little City now.
No, but I mean, as a rule, usually.
I love that.
No, you know what I'm on about though.
Yeah.
Anyone who's usually played for Liverpool gets booed.
Yeah, of
don't
course,
they?
yeah.
That's what I'm point making. Like, obviously, there's Tevez or whatever, or
Yeah.
Joey Barton, or like special cases. But do you do that to all ex-City
No,
players?
not
as
every
well?
ex-City player.
That was what I was getting at.
Sorry.
Like on Saturday with the Leeds lad. He was getting booed, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Leeds are falling apart again.
But there's
He
some,
likes it though, didn't he? Like when he was getting
bit of humour, even Grealish. Fair play to Grealish on Saturday.
That was good, that.
Get your
Yeah,
funnel,
yeah.
get
But
your
they were
top
both
off,
laughing.
lads. We were both laughing, yeah. Down to earth, guys.
Didn't have that on me bingo card. Calvin Phillips being alright.
yeah. Give us them stats, Jay.
61% possession for Manchester United, 3 shots for Manchester United, and none on target.
Apart from Luke Shaw's, mate.
Palace, no, well, according to them, no, it went wide, didn't it?
Come on then, yeah. Decent little chance. Anthony.
Oh,
Just placed that pass there. I think Bruno wanted it sooner. Them two shouting at each other. That's what you
them
want to see,
two
innit?
rowing.
You want to see Fernandes and Anthony fighting with each other on the pitch.
Both speaking Spanish,
Portuguese.
Brazilian.
Yeah, it looked like a slightly prolonged little back and forth there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I wouldn't say anything to worry about necessarily, but you
Was
don't
it the
love it.
Newcastle lads who fought with each other? Was it Woodgate and Boyer on it?
No, it was Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer, I think.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had a fight. It's like, who was it? David Batty and Graham Lasso for Blackburn. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, and then strangling each other.
Like they got sent off for that, didn't they? Both of them. Bowie
Yeah,
and
yeah, they both
Dyer.
got sent off. Yeah, was it? Yeah, Villa won 3-0 that day. I remember it.
What, against Newcastle?
Yeah.
When was that? Would you say 2004?
Who was in charge then? Was it Bobby Robson or was it Graham Souness?
Don't know.
Graham Souness was in charge. Newcastle for a time, wasn't it?
Bowie, yeah.
Little high
Dyer.
five there with Anthony and Bruno, so whatever it was that was going on is
It
low
was-
5 even. I was hopefully been sorted.
It was 2005.
What's that? Sorry, I missed that.
Bowie versus Dyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind Kieran Dyer. I don't really care about him, but Lee Bowie is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Just
Last
horrible.
time he was managing Charlton, wasn't
Yeah, he was.
Oh, fuck off.
What are you doing there, Zaha? You know the foul's been given.
Put the ball down, sure, and Zaha's just kicked it away as he's walked past. Clear foul as well, just stepping all over him, pushing him out of the way. Look how many players are on Rashford when he gets the
I
ball.
know,
Indeed.
man. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey.
This is what United have got to break down as well, isn't it? Look how many men they've got back. There you go, Rashford's got a bit of space there if you want to pass it to him. Cross from Shaw, Weghorst. Oh! Top of them.
First little chance there,
Yeah.
though, of what can happen.
Hey, nice little bit of skill there.
That's
Top
what you
of the
want to
net.
see.
Target man.
Yeah. that's
Sure,
better.
like you said, there was an option for Rashford, but he's gone for Weghorst there. Found him.
Just too high for him, wasn't it?
I don't know. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I was just he got under it a little bit.
I
The
don't know.
keeper was a tie worried.
I thought it was a decent ball, to be fair.
Yeah,
Not a bad chance, that.
not bad. Good
That's
though,
what you
good
get,
to see
though.
that. Not seen that in a
Someone
while.
in a box who can get their head
Oh,
on things.
Yeah.
It's quite rare, isn't it?
It's good as well because it means that defenders might drop a little bit to be on him and mark him a bit more.
Yeah, we've got
Get a bit of space elsewhere.
Yeah, like you were saying, he was sort of doubling
We've got
up
something to aim for in the box now.
on Marcus there.
Well done. Get that, well done.
Play, lad.
Counter attack now for United. Wan-Bissaka.
Go on, Harry.
Weghorst at the back post. Cut it
Oh,
back
do
to
that.
Rashford. No space there.
Oh,
Lucky
okay.
Rash.
That's gone
right,
off.
it's gone off.
Yeah,
Guys,
I think so. No. Fucking hell. Matthew Coward. Oh, I've read that one already. Weghorst
Right,
had
it's
a
back
permanent
on
deal.
now.
If he starts
I
putting
was
them in the back of the
yeah.
net, we'll get one. Sure. Nice.
Great dummy there by Marcus. Weghorst.
Good turn. Plays it off to Casemiro.
One more, one
hits
more.
one.
Oh, I think he's just he's done well there. Is it Will Hughes that?
Yeah.
He just took one in the face from Casemiro.
Very
Just got up.
recognisable on the pitch, and he Will Hughes. Good
There you
foul
go.
there from Luke Shaw.
Tactical foul.
Yeah, as long as he don't get balked. I don't think he did. Because Zaha there, he just managed to get the ball on
Very
his
good
feet,
there.
hadn't he?
Very good. He's done quite well there because it was just about
Yeah.
not a booking.
Yeah. Even though it was an obvious clear foul that he meant to do, and
yeah,
was not going
it's
remotely
just
to the
about
ball.
the way he got away with that one because
Yeah.
it's I wouldn't want to see Casemiro doing that, to be honest with you.
No.
Palace here with a free kick about 70 yards out. Who's this kid taking his free kick here? This is the lad who... Was it the lad who did that interview after the match where he said like 3 words? Do you remember?
I've not seen that.
Yeah, he did an interview, he scored. Get involved in the comments, let me know who the kid is, because I've not got the commentary on, I can't hear it. But he scored a goal, and then they... come out there, De Gea. Claim it!
Why is Casemiro... The ball is up in the air for ages. Why is Casemiro heading that out? 3 yards from goal.
No, you want your keeper to just go, that's my ball,
Now,
I'll
we're
deal with
still
that.
fucking trying to deal with it.
Right.
And luckily, we've managed to...
just clear it, come on.
Right, control.
See that there where you just think, that's not like claiming the ball. The ball is 3 yards from goal.
That close to the goal, you expect the keeper there.
Can't play.
Can we get a bit of volume?
Yeah, that's a good shout. Yeah, I can't. Whoever the kid was, he scored, and he did an interview, and they asked him like, you know, what was it like to get your first goal? And he said, yeah, it's great. And he said, oh, you know, what does this mean now for the team or whatever?
Bruno.
And he's like, yeah, it's good. It was like literally like 5 words, and they were like, oh, yeah, first interview, a bit nervous, and he's like, not really. And then it was weird though, right? Because he's only a kid. I don't know. I think he's about 20. And then they asked Vieira about it a week later, like, oh, he gave his first interview and he didn't really say much. Is that something he needs to improve on? Vieira was like, no. Do you know what I mean? Making a thing out of it now, where it's gone past being quite funny and cute, so you're trying to make out like he's done something wrong by not giving you an interview. Like,
journalists are good at that.
Do you know what I mean? There was no need for it to sort of get to a point where you're trying to make it serious.
He doesn't need a career being able to speak for at least 15 years.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? If you want to be a pundit after you've played, fair enough, but he's got a long time to learn.
Are you
how to do
talking on the
that.
pitch?
Yeah, exactly.
It was all a bit silly.
Yeah.
Paul Scholes never give interviews, did he? Just went straight home.
Yeah, he didn't do anything. Scholes didn't have a boot deal, didn't have advertising. Just
went on back to Greenfield.
Played for United. That was
Could
it.
have made way more money if he did.
Yeah, I know, it's mad, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Think about it as well. A boot deal, you don't have to do a lot.
No.
Just go to a photo shoot.
Don't foul.
And say, you know.
But the thing is, you probably have to do all those like, oh, it's an Adidas ambassador event where you have to meet like the richest people who donate and all that.
I hear what you're saying, but I think like if Scholes had said it, say 26, right, I'll do a boot deal, but I'm not doing that. I'll only do.
Yeah, he still probably could have got.
He bought his own boots. He bought his own boots, really, didn't he?
He could have just because whatever boots he's wearing, he would have worn them anyway.
Well, he got his boots back for his return from Sports
Direct,
didn't he?
Do you remember Collymore when he signed with he was on New Balance and he signed with Diodora, and he scored his first goal for the Scousers, and because his foot was high, you could see the New Balance under his Diodora. What he'd done is he stuck Diodora signs on the side of his New Balance. He's kept his old boots.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and he got in a load of shit for it.
Did he?
I still got my football boots when
Who
I played
was
my
it
charity
that time
match.
who like someone tweeted like, I love man who Google Pixel tweeted from iPhone. Like just like celebrities, like what is this?
Like Elon Musk. The Twitter will no longer show you what device you've tweeted from.
It will just show you everything else.
It literally said on his tweet, like tweeted from my phone.
Yeah, it said we're going to show you every single bit of data.
I hate all that data.
Good tackle.
Very good tackle.
I hate that as well.
On that
Zaha. Go on, Luke. Is that Luke Shaw?
Ericsson.
Oh, Ericsson.
Luke, played Ericsson.
Well done, Ericsson. Great defending there.
Great lad. Man on.
Brilliant.
Well, brilliant.
That was really good from Ericsson. Fucking hell. You'd think Zaha would be able to pull away from Christian Eriksen, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Obviously not. He's going to have a great game now, whoever that is on Anthony, isn't he? Good pass. Nice. Just a little bit slightly crisper. See, that was good from Ericsson there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or going all the way back there and then a little back heel out of
made
trouble
it look
as well.
easy, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could have been difficult.
How can you be sprinting?
That's rubbish, that. I'm sorry. Come on, Bruno. Great.
Well done, well
play
done.
there by Weghorst. That's a pass back that. Marcus Rashford's in acres of space there.
Yeah.
And he's just done... I don't mind shooting, but at least make it a decent shot. It's just a pass back.
Yeah. He didn't have the run-up or anything.
No, it's just like...
Yeah.
No, it's close, that, but I don't think it's a foul.
No. See, got lucky there.
That's a great tackle. Adam Wan-Bissaka. Absolutely brilliant.
Twice now, though. We've had little half tackles that have gone back to them. There's
Well
another
done,
one.
Luke Shaw.
That's 3. Well done. Finally got it back. I thought Rashford had given it straight away then.
No.
Come on now.
Go on, Luke Shaw. Get down that wing.
Hear ye.
Shaw, Rashford, back to Shaw.
That's a
Ref-
foul.
Free kick to United, 25
What are you
yards
moaning
out.
about there?
Their kit is fucking gross as well, isn't it? Like it's been drawn in crayon.
No,
Horrible.
I remember Crystal Palace's back in the day when it was Adidas. It was like when Bardo was playing. That was quite trendy.
Was it alright then?
Yeah.
I don't mind the colours, but the fact that it's got that like little scratchy, I'll just draw it quick and then we'll finish it off later.
It's like a crayon scribbled in, isn't it?
Crayola sponsor.
Sponsored by Crayola, Crystal Palace.
Macron, isn't it?
Right. Where's Weghorst? Get this on his head.
There's no way this is going anywhere except straight over the bar.
Is this Marcus Rashford?
Rashford territory,
Rashford territory.
as they say. This has got
Is that Ben
Marcus-
Schill?
Rashford,
Hey,
yeah.
Rashford territory.
Rashford.
I don't even know what part of the show he's from, to be fair.
That's too far out.
I don't know, you know. This is giving me Chelsea in the League Cup vibes.
He's
No,
got it.
no, it was more central.
Hey.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy. Rashford free kick, 25
Hey,
yards
go
out.
on, Marcus.
Over the bar, over the wall, sorry, wide of the post. Quite far wide by the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Disgrace.
Disgrace.
No, get him off.
Sell him.
Hook him off.
Absolute rubbish. What has he ever done?
That was actually shit, wasn't it? When you look, he's so far wide.
Our goals to free kicks ratio is unbelievably bad.
Yeah.
Goals since the World Cup, most in major European leagues. Marcus Rashford is top with 8. Wissam Ben Yedder has 6. Karim Benzema has 5. James Ward-Prowse with 5. That's a bit surprising, isn't
Haaland's
it?
taking the piss, isn't he? He's conning a living, that lad.
Haaland.
He's just a souped up Romelu Lukaku. Isn't he?
Yeah. He's
You think
rubbish.
he would have been leading goal scorer at the World Cup?
He's absolutely rubbish.
Did they
No,
qualify?
because they probably just wouldn't score many goals, would they? Do you know what I mean? He's obviously a great player, but I just don't. It's hard to be a top scorer when you're playing for a team that doesn't score. Oh, look at Bruno.
She's scrappy, innit?
A
But
little bit.
it's been all United, so
Itchy and scratchy.
Take him out there.
Ah, shit. That's a goal. Oh, great save, De
save.
Gea.
See, that is a
Warning.
fantastic save. Ericsson should have took him out on a
Yeah,
build-up
he
to that.
should.
He let him go, and then they nearly scored.
Brilliant save from De Gea. Fucking hell. Fingertip.
There. Wipe him out, bro. Oh, he
That's
gets
a
a
really
touch
good
on it
save.
onto
I
the
was
bar.
going in.
That's really good.
He anticipates this really well, De Gea.
Because
Like
that's
he
one of
knows.
them where it's right at the
Yeah,
edge
he
of
knows
his,
where
of
he's
his dive.
going. He reads it really well.
Yeah.
Because if he'd have left it, if he just to see what was going to happen,
Corner in.
bloody hell.
well done.
Okay, now. Well done, Shaw. That's a good pass, Jesus. Well done, Bruno. Did a lot of that, aren't there? Like we clear it and then they get it back. We knock it and then they get it back. Half a tackle, they get it
did
back.
really well there, David De Gea.
Yeah, brilliant save. There's a
It's
few.
there.
Yeah.
Ericsson, man. I know it's not really his game, but sometimes you got to take the foul.
There's been a few saves that he's made in the last few weeks that I think have got a bit more credit than they deserve. Not trying to knock
No,
him, but he's
was
done
it
well.
Bournemouth?
Yeah.
There was ones at Bournemouth again, I think, where
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was obviously we all watched the game. Jesus wept.
Extra men at the back post here, Palace.
That's it.
Well done,
That's
Bruno.
it.
What a fucking pass that is as well.
Skin him. Go on.
Corner to
Well
Corner.
done there, Andy.
Right down there.
Hey, he got a corner from the edge of our box, wherever it
Yeah.
was, or
Good
just
defending.
inside our half.
Good
Yeah.
defending as well.
Absolutely sprinting with the ball there.
Bruno did really well as well. That pass was phenomenal.
Hey.
But yeah, I think he's made some good saves, but that was a genuinely phenomenal save.
That's phenomenal. Yeah, because something like there,
Yeah.
I expect David De Gea to save because
Yeah, if you're getting a full palm on it,
Yeah.
you should save
Yeah.
it. That was like
fingertips.
edge of the
Do you know
phone.
what that reminded me of?
what?
I know it wasn't quite the same. It wasn't as good, but like Juan Mata's free kick for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Do you know, like one of them
Full
where you go,
extension.
how's he got to that?
Yeah. Corner to United.
Go on, Weghorst. Weghorst!
Bruno nodding it in. Weghorst with the knock on. He's on the floor now.
Oh, Aaron.
That's the last
Take
thing
him
you
out.
want.
Take him out.
Well
Well
done.
Oh
done.
my God, that's one of the best tackles I've ever seen.
Wan-Bissaka's
He didn't just
looking
tackle him, he
sharp
like settles
That
up.
was a good tackle as well.
today. the fuck is this game?
Right, Casemiro, you just stay on your feet, son.
Yeah,
Don't you get
Jesus.
involved in any of that nonsense. Go on, Marcus.
I don't like this.
Take him,
This is
take him.
heating up now to being like a sort of you have a go, we have a go. Can't be doing with
Play
that.
Casemiro.
Bruno. Yes. Keep going.
On the floor, on the floor.
Keep the ball, well
Keep
done.
it cool.
Harry Kewell.
Oh, he's not going to get there, is he, Marcus? He's misread that one. Go on, Luke.
Bruno again was brilliant there.
These are the sort of games that probably suit Bruno, you know?
Yeah.
Because he plays the game at 100 mile an hour anyway. Like, he's off his head.
Yeah, one
So,
touch.
this is probably like normal speed for him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great ball, Marcus Rashford.
Pulls it back. Bruno's got a chance here. You've got to finish this. Cheers, Andy. 1-0 Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. Come on, McCullough, get back in here.
we'll have Macca back at
Half-time.
half-time. Yes.
Sorry, Marco.
Hey, do you know what?
Great goal.
It's almost like a cheeky little
That was
preview
a
there when
brilliant
Macca
goal.
appeared then.
That was a brilliant goal. The
Yeah.
pass into
Well worked.
Ericsson, was that Luke Shaw? Phenomenal run. See, that's the not problem with Fred. I don't want to diss him. I want to praise Ericsson, but he brings that I don't think anyone else brings. He just got that discipline in those areas. Not only does he make the run, but then the pass to Bruno. You have to have great vision to see.
Is it Marcus here?
Oh, it's Marcus. I thought it was Shaw.
No, Marcus, watch this way to pass here to Ericsson.
Brilliant pass.
Perfect.
Then Ericsson's
In his
here,
stride,
and it's
pulls
the
it back.
Perfect pass
One
to Bruno.
touch.
Smash. Get in.
Do you know what I love about this now?
Go on.
After that goal, you saw Weghorst going over to Casemiro and started chatting to him about
Great.
it. You know, like, right, sort of,
Yeah.
can you do this or whatever? Give me the ball over the top, whatever. Love things, little
And
things
he's
like
so
that.
good at that, Bruno, in those positions.
Do you know what? We were talking about him before the game.
Fantastic.
You know, he's not just about goals and assists this season, but he's still got goals and assists this season.
Yeah.
He's still got it in him. Of
course he
And
is.
that's obviously his second consecutive goal. And like the one last week, it was perfectly legitimate.
Yeah. This one was probably less of a goal than that one. If anything, this one was more offside. Fucking, I don't know what the fuss was about.
Oh, he has a way with words, Joe, doesn't he?
He's a wordsmith.
Relief.
Not just Joe Smith, he's a wordsmith.
My dad used to have a column in the newspaper called Wordsmith.
Did he?
Yeah.
Your dad's a journalist, isn't he?
Yeah.
Obviously, because he had a column in the newspaper, but
Yeah.
like a proper journalist.
Did your
not
dad
like-
enjoy it
Not like a
Saturday?
pretend one.
Oh, we had such a good time.
Mate, that's sick.
So
that.
good.
I love
You
that.
were in the middle row, then you were at the back, and you rolled to the front, didn't you? Surfing.
Just chilling out, yeah.
Right, scoring first this season in the Premier League. Manchester United have done it 10 times and we've won all 10 times.
We're the only team in the league that's done that as well. Shocking from Weghorst.
Weghorst, get him off. Absolutely terrible.
Yes, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka on form is quite the sort of specimen, isn't it?
Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw on form are the best fullbacks in the history of football.
Wan-Bissaka, like, I know that he was terrible last season, and he's not fucking Cafu now necessarily, but he does stuff that I've never seen
know
a
what,
player
though?
do before when he's at his best. Some of the tackling is genuinely upsettingly good.
It's that whole thing though as well, like
Well,
he wasn't great, but then you get people who over-exaggerate how bad he's been.
Yeah.
And forget that he actually was good for us for the first season and a half.
18 months was excellent.
It's like the whole Harry Maguire thing. He's always been bad for United. He hasn't.
No.
And it's like when Bissaka's not always been bad for United.
No.
Do you know what I mean? There was a time when he first started playing for us where he was doing very well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? After that, was it the 2-1 win at the Etihad where he had Sterling in his pocket?
Yeah.
Everyone was raving about him. There was talk of him about being England's right back and all that. And then it's like, oh, he's, you know,
Shit
obviously he
again,
did struggle. I'm not saying he didn't, but then you rewrite history and it's like he's never played well for United.
Yeah.
You see there the current league table as it stands. United up to 41.6 behind Arsenal. 2 points ahead of City. Obviously, we have played one more than them. That would be if the game finished at 1-0.
Thing is, though, as well, Arsenal haven't played City once yet.
I know.
They got
We played
3
up-
times soon, haven't they?
Yeah, we've played them obviously twice. They haven't
They've
played
got
them
them in the
once.
FA Cup, haven't they?
Oh, actually got 3 times, right, yeah.
But yeah, in the league,
Right.
that is a good point. The thing is, I think that if they win those games, they've won the league.
If Arsenal win those
Yeah.
games, yeah, 100%.
I think if they
Same with City.
get more
If
points,
City win them, they've
Yeah.
won the league.
I think if Arsenal get 3 or more points, they've probably won the league. Do you know what I mean? I think a win.
City have a way, though. They've done it over the last few seasons, other than that one time, obviously, where when they need to get those wins, they get them. They did it to the Scousers at the Etihad that time, where if Liverpool win, I think they go 11 points clear.
Yeah.
And if City win, obviously it's down to 5. And
Well,
City won.
City,
City
like
had to win it, and they did.
City won
And then-
15 games on the spin last year,
Look at
didn't
that
they? So,
Casemiro, come on.
This is better football,
It's
you know.
just good. We are capable of playing really good stuff these days, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. We are.
Like when we're on it.
Are we the grinders? Do we grind it out?
I don't know. Since the World Cup, it's been a lot of 2s and 3s, hasn't it?
Hasn't it?
Not so much, but
Would you say before Christmas we were the grinders?
probably. Well, that thing there, being up 10 times, winning 10 games, that is the mark of a team that's got a good mentality and they don't lose focus. And you've got to give the manager some credit for that.
Of course you have. You've got to give the players
The
credit
players
as well.
of course, yeah.
They've responded to it.
Yeah. Let's just not concede before half time now. 5 seconds to go. Well done,
Tackle
Well done.
again, Bruno. He's having the right game, Bruno.
Yeah, he is. That's
That'll
half
do.
time.
Half time.
Crystal Palace 0, Manchester United 1. A goal for Bruno Fernandes, the captain. Just coming after a little spell where Palace looked like they were getting into it, making a few chances.
It was a
looking
bit
dangerous.
sort of rough and ready, wasn't it? Balls flying into the box, tackle flying in. Do you know what I mean? They had that obviously
Bit
shot
of
as
tennis as well.
The shot where David De Gea produced that fantastic save, and you think, hang on a minute, you know, something could be going down here. But then United, just, you know, one pass after another that was just spot on.
Yeah.
Marcus's ball to Eriksen was superb, and Eriksen's cut back. Bruno,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like, took his touch and took his finish really well. So yeah, I think United deserve it. You look at the stats.
Yeah.
The amount of shots we've had, the amount of shots we've had on target compared to, or the amount of shots, sorry, we had compared to Palace. And they've had 1 or 2 shots. We had about 7.
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm trying to remember. But we've definitely looked the better of the 2 teams.
Yeah, definitely. J.E. Frasconi says, great show as always. Jack Talbot, ? Is reporting that Garnacho and the club have agreed a new deal until 2029. Is
I
this
know
legit?
Jack, I know him like personally. He's a sound lad. So if he's saying that, I trust him.
Yeah.
How much was that again?
It doesn't say a fee. It just says until 2029.
Sweat,
So
sweat
we'll
now.
see. Sam Zed said Wan-Bissaka has gone up a notch with Ten Hag's coaching. Tina Tellefson says 1 point in front of Liverpool. If we take 3 points on Sunday, we are 3 points off Arsenal. Arsenal will always be Arsenal. 21 is coming. Bring it on. Adam McCullough joins us.
What's happening?
We've got the match sorted now, so that worries.
Now, you know what? Yeah, obviously it's technical issues and that. But you see, when I know I can go on my phone and watch the game on Sky Go or go on my laptop and it's smooth, I can't do them streams. I can't do them streams.
Yeah,
Like,
well, we've got it. It's all working.
I didn't know,
full
but
working
it's just
order.
like, and I could just feel my blood boiling. I'm
Yeah.
sitting there like, I'm shitting myself about this game.
I know, yeah.
I'm really nervous.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this stream? The time on the stream was going backwards at times. There'd be a middle of attack and then it moved and then it wait. I mean, I'm sure deja vu. But anyway, forget that. I think Casemiro has been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I think Wan-Bissaka has been excellent. There was one point in the game where he was last man back on his own with Wilfried Zaha
Yeah.
and he just chopped him out. I think I heard Jay say it's the best tackle he's ever seen or something like that, and he's 50.
Yeah.
So that's a bit mad.
He's seen a lot.
49. 49 last week. But I think them 2 players in particular have been very good. Bruno Fernandes, amazing. That's another assist for Eriksen.
Yep.
Who I think it's only De Bruyne might be ahead of him, or they might be even level now. I'm not totally sure. But I think that's his 8th or 9th of the season. So all in all, very good half. But there were a few moments. The incredible save from David De Gea.
Brilliant.
I thought he was outstanding. Bit of luck for the Palace player in that he takes a deflection of Martinez, or at least it looked like it, and then it kind of looks like it's looping in. I thought it was in.
Yeah.
That save was incredible. Elise has had a run at us. There's been a few moments where you go, I don't think Palace are playing great, but if we fall asleep or we allow them, you know, a little break like that moment. Not every time Wan-Bissaka is going to get a tackle in.
No.
And Wilfried Zaha is a very good player. But Wilfried Zaha, weirdly, has seemingly gone man-to-man with Rashford.
And also,
have you noticed that?
What, defensively? Yeah.
Like it's him and Rashford head-to-head all the time.
Did you see as well, though, there was a point where Eriksen and Zaha basically had a foot race, and Zaha didn't beat Eriksen, which was slightly
He's got a
surprising.
defibrillator.
He's a bit weird.
Just on that Eriksen thing, he's on to 7 assists now, level with Saka in second, only De Bruyne with more assists this season, which people were talking before the City game, and people was asking about Eriksen and what is he bringing to this team. And not just is it the kind of composure in the build-up, the composure across the whole pitch, but I think it is going under the radar that he's got the second most assists in the league this season. That's proper productivity.
He brings a calmness as well.
7.
No, he's
I know,
free.
I'm joking.
It brings a calmness as well because I can trust Eriksen.
Yeah.
I can really trust him with the ball.
Yeah. He has been absolutely sensational.
What I forgot what I was going to say now. I think Bruno's been very good today.
Yeah.
Really good. Like scrapping, fighting, quality. Luke Shaw back at left back.
Yeah.
How good does he look there?
Yeah, fantastic.
Just being
Even
in his natural
Martinez
position.
just looking brilliant.
Martinez on the ball. I think I came to the. I mean, it's not like I'm VAR or anything. I came to the decision myself that it probably wasn't a red card, but it's a bit of a strong elbow, isn't it?
Which one? Sorry.
On Lissandro.
I haven't seen a replay of that.
I didn't think it was a red card.
It.
After seeing it
No
a couple of times.
replay.
But it could have been on another day.
It draws blood, so you got to look at it. And it's
You know what I mean?
concerning.
But now he gets to wear one of those cool hats, which I've always wanted to wear. I was saying this last week, if I was a footballer, I'd be wearing every possible legal augmentation I was allowed.
Snud.
I'd be having the hat on. The snud was banned.
That's
I'd be having wrist braces on both sides.
Rolling in his grave.
Yeah, I'd be having a necklace that was fully taped up. I'd have everything I could possibly be allowed.
Do you remember when they used to tape their wedding rings up?
Yeah. You have to take them off now, don't you?
You have to take
Same
them
with
off,
earrings. People used to have earrings on, but just like underneath
Someone
some
hurt
tape.
their ankle the other day. I can't remember who. And they heavily strapped it up. And I know why you do that. I've played football. I've done it myself. But I remember thinking, like, that's so bad. You know, if you break your leg, they can't get to your leg, bro. You've got all that strapping on. Two socks, an underlayer, this, that.
Point.
Like, it's crazy, man.
I mean, that's all it can. I mean, I strap my leg up, my ankle up sometimes when I have to work. It's not a nice experience, especially when you're lifting stuff.
And you're
I've just seen the goal back there.
Yeah,
Sorry
go
to
on.
interrupt.
No.
It's just because it's fresh in my mind. There's a moment where he's about to twat that first time, and he thinks better of it. Thank God for that.
Yeah.
If he hits that first time, I don't think he scores.
I mean, the weight of the pass from Marcus Rashford to Eriksen, it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Weghorst's defensive contributions have been very good. I know I'm judging him on 45 minutes, but I can see why he only scored 2 goals at Burnley. But his defensive contribution have been very good.
Yeah.
There was one tackle he won on the edge of the box. There was a few of those things.
Yeah, he's had one tackle.
Like, there's a few times where you think, it looks a bit weird.
Yeah, well, he's 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah.
He's got a touch of the, I wouldn't say Peter Crouch's, but certainly that, like, it's all a bit, it looks like it's delayed almost. You know, there's like big, walkers in Star Wars.
I don't watch Star Wars.
Walker.
You know what, actually?
And they're walking like you think, they're going dead slow, but they're probably going faster.
I
Do
need
you mean a
help with
scout,
this.
or do you mean a scout walker?
I need help with this.
Two-legged one, ATAT's 4, scout walker's 2.
I'm thinking 4.
ATAT,
Yeah.
AT.
You've got him started now.
Sorry about that. Go on, Adam.
Mention Transformers, you've had it.
Carry on, football.
The other day, I got PlayStation Plus on the PS5,
All right.
where you kind of get, sometimes you get free games, don't you?
Yeah.
And the game that's usually £45, you can tell I'm a goodie. This is the only reason I downloaded it. It said £45, reduced to 0 for PlayStation Plus. It's a Star Wars game, but I've never watched Star Wars.
What?
I've watched it, but I'm not a fan.
Right.
Yep.
I'm nothing against it. I'm not going to criticize anyone. But I've downloaded the game, so should I play that game? Is what I'm asking people, or should I just leave it on my PlayStation because I'm a cheapskate?
Always play it.
Always play.
Can I just hit you with a few stats from the first half? Hit you. United 10 shots to Crystal Palace's 3. United 3 on target to their 1. 287 passes to their 150. But just a few things I wanted to look at. One is Casemiro, because obviously before this game, all the talk was about him getting the booking or not, and obviously we haven't finished the game yet, so that could still happen. But you'd think that because of that, he might kind of keep himself to himself a little bit. He's made the 5th most passes of anyone on the pitch. He's made the equal most chances of anyone on the pitch. He's made more ball recoveries than anyone on the pitch with 9. So he's won the ball back, whether that Casemiro, whether that be from a loose ball or a tackle, more than anyone else on the pitch. Like, I love how even in this game where you think you could excuse him for not getting involved, he's still like dominating on the stats. And another person I want to look at as well, like you mentioned before, Adam, is Bruno Fernandes, who in the first half alone has made 5 tackles, which is unbelievable for a defender, let alone an attacker. He's been good, hasn't he, Bruno?
Yeah, he has been good this first half. Well, he's been exactly. He was putting Anthony a little bit of a tongue wag in there, a little bit of an argument in Spanish Brazilian.
I love that, you know.
I know, yeah.
And you know what? I think Anthony's also, I forgot to mention that actually. I thought about 30 minutes in, so maybe it's not because it was half an hour in. Anthony looks better than I've seen him look for United. I think he had a game like that against Everton away as well.
Where he scored.
Where he had a bit of aggression about him. And I think that argument came from Did he have an argument with Tyreek Mitchell about a minute before?
Yeah,
And then Bruno has a go at him and he's still riled up and he's like giving him all these putas and that, just saying all this stuff. And it's like, I like that because now, next time the ball comes in his area, he's going to press the fuck out of the defender because he's still angry at Bruno and he knows he can't let Bruno get one over him now. Do you know what I mean? That's like a
rivalry.
It's like inner
rivalry.
You need that. You need
but a healthy one.
And then they gave each other a high five. I'm not worried by none of that. I love that stuff. I don't want you to fight.
You got to have rivalry.
A little bit of
respect.
Demand more off each other. Do you know what I mean?
You don't want people being happy with shit. We've seen too much of that, especially last season where people are just, oh, we're shit, but I can't be asked to do anything about it. Nick Tannehill with a super chat says, hey from Chicago, maybe one of the only to see Ronaldo hat-trick at Old Trafford. Anthony needs to calm down. Bruno is captain. No need to yell at Bruno. Well, we've gone over that just then. It's a Duck says, Weghorst hasn't been great, but he's always right in the mix, which is drawing the defenders, leaving acres of space, leading to Bruno's goal. How Eriksen just sort of drifted into that basically open 18-yard box. Maybe you can give Weghorst a bit of credit, but just the shape was excellent.
Like that as well.
Yeah.
And again, I know I half criticised his performance. I was just speaking in general terms, but the goal for Bruno comes from Weghorst's run.
Yeah.
Because he creates that space in front
He's
of the penalty
dragging everyone
box.
to the 6-yard line, isn't he? Yeah. Barry White, I think, well, actually, funnily enough. Who says, he must have had that so much. It says, if you watch it back, Weghorst makes a dummy run and draws both the centre-backs with him. Bruno left in acres, unreal. That's what we're talking about. That's literally what you just said, isn't it? Which is a great point.
Am I Barry White? Have you ever seen us in the same room at the same time?
I think you went to one of his concerts, didn't you?
I wish.
Oh,
but you know Barry White, like one of my earliest memories of music are vinyls that my grandma used to play. An Ace of Base.
Yeah.
All That She Wants is another
baby.
That reminds me of my childhood. But Barry White and Dolly Parton, Patsy Cline, Crazy. Those tunes I can remember a lot. Barry White as well. My nan had the vinyls.
Who knew he
in the Simpsons episode with the snakes and Barry White, he played himself, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
I love the sizzle of a little
And you had
snake.
Bleeding Gums Murphy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Zachary Purvis says, thoughts on Leacher being cover for Casemiro and playing short at centre half. Obviously not for every game, but just as cover. Wan-Bissaka looking great.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's been playing brilliant tonight in the last few games. He had his Paolo Maldini moment on Friday. On Saturday, it was brilliant. Took out 3 City players, brilliant. And long may it continue, keep it going.
What do you reckon, Adam?
I think Jason makes a good point. He said it's Weghorst's first game and he's been playing in the Turkish league. Give him a break. I know. You're right. I'm wrong. Well, I'm not wrong. I'm just speaking too soon.
Yeah.
Someone said I got electrocuted today. Chris?
Fucking hell. Don't you? I think electrocuted.
Have you ever
means,
been electrocuted?
Yeah, at school. Put both hands on a plug socket in the science class and just got
When people used to
zizzled.
lick batteries.
Yeah, that was silly, wasn't it? Expecting.
You know what? As a kid, I'd do that. Like, if you said to me, "Here's a battery, lick it," I'd go lick it.
Yeah.
If you gave me it now, I'd be like, "Fuck, I'm scared."
Yeah, no.
It should be the other way around, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
Should be.
Rubber balloon on your chest.
Do you remember
when
as
you
well?
jump on, makes your hair stand up.
I used to
innit?
break all the lighters in the house to get those little things out of them, and
The
you
little
used to
squeezer,
press them.
put it on people's arm.
Yeah, little spark and on the back of their neck when you're in a queue for dinner or something.
Yeah.
Assembly. Pop.
Are you expecting to see any changes second half? Not subs, but changes
Someone
of
I seen
tactics or
was it Emil? Did you read that out? Super chat said,
I
should we
did see it.
rotate the squad at half time? No.
No, not yet.
This isn't done.
This isn't done. There's still a game to be played and won on the last day. So I keep this going.
Arkaduch said
we need a second goal, basically.
Ace of Base could be the answer to our vow chant. All that I want is a little Weghorst, but he's gone tomorrow. But he's gone in June.
Infinite Paradox says Bruno Fernandes has now scored 40 Premier League goals for Man United. Only Paul Scholes with 107 has scored more from central midfield for Manchester
It's an
United.
interesting stat.
Say that again, please. Come again.
Bruno has now scored 40 Premier League goals for Man United. Paul Scholes, 107, is the only central midfielder with more for Manchester United.
The standards that we hold Bruno to are ridiculous.
Who would be...
And by we, I mean the footballing world.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous.
He's
By the way,
basically
over
playing his arse
5,000 people are watching right now.
Yeah.
We won 2,500 likes.
That's easy.
Get
easy
hitting
done.
that
Easy,
like
don't get it.
button.
Get the like button hit.
Yeah. Who would be third on that list, do you think? Third most goals from central midfield for United? We're not considering Bobby Charlton central midfielder, then, are we? Obviously.
Are we thinking
I
Premier
guess he's
League
not.
era?
Are we talking
Oh, sorry, it is Premier League.
Premier League era?
Third most goals from central
Paul
midfield.
Ince,
Beckham?
Nick, right mid.
Yeah, not central midfield, is it?
Paul Ince, possibly.
Yeah. Premier League era.
Roy Keane?
It might be Roy Keane. We've not had many, really, have we?
Roy Keane used to get more goals in the early stages.
We've not had tons of goal-scoring midfielders, really, like central midfielders.
Yeah.
Bruno.
No,
and
because then we
Scholes.
used to have like
When
Cristiano
Anderson
Ronaldo used to
scored,
be
it was
classic
like a
midfielder
party,
for
wasn't
us.
it?
Yeah.
I remember he scored. This is weird. We were playing Spurs on the same day. It was at Old Trafford cricket ground for Jay-Z and Coldplay. Weird enough, and we were outside, and obviously Old Trafford's there and the cricket ground's there, and Anderson scored, and like it was a hot day. I remember my dad had a convertible at the time, and everyone was just out the roof and that, just fucking partying by Old Trafford.
Phenomenal.
I remember that. It was weird, man.
Yeah, great stuff.
Anderson getting a goal. Do you remember when we beat Arsenal 8-2 and he just stood there looking at the keeper, Chesney?
Yeah, it was
Behind the wall.
That's mad, isn't it, that Chesney went from being that, like, what was seen as a pretty shit, not pretty shit, but like average Premier League goalkeeper for Arsenal, then went on to win like Serie A after Serie A for Juventus. I think he's still there now, isn't he? He's still their first choice.
Yeah,
you're right there. You lost your lid.
Sorry.
You know,
Well,
chasing
so
after
excited.
it.
Who is the third?
That was
Because I thought it was Robbo, but he said Maka said it isn't. Who is it?
It could be. No, I didn't say it isn't.
I don't
said
know.
It doesn't feel right.
Oh,
People
right.
saying Carrick. That
I know.
can't
I
be
know.
right.
Used to should have shot more.
Michael
I know
Carrick's
in all
got like 8 goals for
competitions,
United.
in all competitions, Brian Robson scored 99 goals for United.
But how many of those in the Premier League era?
Is it? So you just talk about Premier League.
This is
goals
what this
or
stat
Premier
was.
League
This
era?
stat about Bruno was about Premier League era.
Premier
Right.
League goals, and therefore obviously Premier League era.
Twat it!
A ball!
No, that's not
Mate.
handball. It's not handball.
Can you get your hands out of the way, you
It's not
dickhead?
handball, it's not handball.
Second half's kicked off, famously, as it tends to do. I've noticed
That was
that.
a bit loose there from
Have you ever tried playing the second half in the first half? They never do that, do they?
No, they don't.
Should do
First-
45 to
First
90.
things first.
And then 0 to 45 in the second half.
Peter Kay, that.
First things first.
things third, shall we?
That's an interesting pass.
So it's Scholes, Bruno is the pecking order. Scholes, then Bruno,
Yeah.
and then it's.
We don't know third.
I don't think anyone does it. It's one of those mysteries. They said it's better left unsolved.
Someone's
Ricky
saying
Butt
Juan
used to
Mata,
score
but
goals as well.
he didn't really play that many games at centre midfield,
Could
did
have
he?
been, you know.
Pogba?
No, Matt had more goals than Pogba.
But Matt scored most of his goals from right
Pogba
wing.
had that purple patch, but he was never really a goal scorer, was he? As such.
No,
He was like
but we haven't had many.
4 or 5 a season. Rather than that one.
Any thoughts on Anthony and Bruno having words? We've heard McCullough, he's not bothered.
There was a little time though after that where I thought they sort of did that high five.
No, they did. It's nothing though. Innit?
Yeah, they went like.
If anything, that's going to improve Anthony's performance,
Nice.
in my opinion.
Martinez has been booked.
Shock.
Dangerous
So
area
if he
for
gets
free
booked
kick
against
this.
Arsenal, because that's his 4th booking of the season in the Premier League, he doesn't miss the next game because
I think
it's the
it's
halfway
yeah,
point
it's the
past
halfway thing, innit?
Yeah, they get dissolved.
Dissolved. I
after
love
this
that in a vat of acid.
game. Yeah.
That strong arm there by Martinez.
Free kick,
Fuck off.
dangerous.
Yes.
Headed away by
Who's that?
Weghorst.
Veggie.
Like
Looks like a
Good.
McTominay, doesn't he, a little bit?
Yeah, it does.
Because he's so tall.
Tall and blondish.
Tall and Aryan.
Over it, that, surely. More than Ericsson. And Anthony, sorry. Starting with a bit of danger here, Palace. Oh, that's poor. Playing it back.
What record does Rashford do if he scores today? Any?
I think it might be all time.
Is there a rude one? Rude's got.
Oh, sorry, no. The next, if he scores again at Old Trafford, I think it's all time.
Yeah, that's
Right,
yeah,
okay.
That's,
Yeah.
that's against Reading, I think. Or
Is it?
Forest. No, Reading.
Reading.
Oh, what a pass, mate!
Oh, unlucky there.
I don't think Ericsson expected that even.
No.
Did he?
Yeah. He was thinking he ain't got that in his locker. Having a tattoo here is a weird choice.
It's gotta hurt that.
Not very often you see that. I was just looking
On
at it
impact.
thinking that's a bit of a rarity.
It's a bit. It's a touch of the Jared Leto Joker vibes in it.
Yeah.
When it
See,
says
you can tell
damaged.
he's like that. Him and Neymar kind of have the same.
Yeah, like
You'd imagine they have the same style, same vibes.
goth vibes.
Yeah. De Gea's a bit of an emo, innit?
Yeah. Go on, Marcus.
Like he loves it, doesn't he, De Gea?
Splarkus.
Monster and that. And,
Done well there, Marcus.
Monster
won the
Energy.
corner.
Monster Energy drinks. He loves.
He does.
Gaming.
Who the hell?
What was that? Rock music.
Really?
Look at this. You're like
He's got a
a
part-time job at CEX.
1980s
I
mum.
didn't even know that. That's mad.
1980s mum. He's into gaming,
Yeah.
energy drinks, rock music. That's not for the Lord,
He's
is
gone
it?
off the rails.
We're really worried.
Hasn't been
Me
seen
and
in
his dad.
church in months.
Yeah.
This boy is no good.
Hangs around in Pigeon Park all week.
Not in my house. I will not stand for it. Electric
Yeah, see,
guitars.
someone said De Gea was at a Slipknot gig. I used to be scared of them people that wore Slipknot t-shirts and that.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot it, crack it, twat it.
Shoot it, crack it, twat
Ah,
it. That was the
You can't claim a corner for
short-lived
that.
catchphrase.
That
of Terry's
looks
Chocolate
ambitious
Orange.
to claim that corner and to be so passionate in the claim as well.
The ball was 10 yards in
Let's
the
have
air
a look here.
before it left his foot.
Ooh.
No.
You know what's funny?
No.
Bruno must have just looked at him like,
Yeah, come on.
told you so, mate. You know what? Just blow the whistle, ref. Fuck this game off.
Yeah,
Look
do you know
at
what I
that.
mean? Come on now.
Just made it
I
that.
can't do this.
I know. I can't have 45 minutes of this.
No.
God.
Which pixel are we?
Fucking knitted
Hey.
in that. Looks like a tapestry.
Oh, shit.
Were you into your tapestries when you were a kid and that?
Tapestries,
They were
like the
big
Bayou.
they were
The
big
We
when you
Bayou
used to get us
tapestry.
knitting and sewing at school and shit.
Yeah.
Mad. that, innit?
Textiles.
And then
You were big
got-
into your tapestries
Oh, Mum,
though,
I want to
weren't
get
you?
magazine.
Yeah, yeah.
Sewing.
Cave
What?
paintings and that.
Yeah, on a Saturday night, nothing better, doing a little tapestry.
Yeah. Getting a
It's
little,
like a...
What did you say? You did cave paintings and that.
getting some sort of,
I for one, am shocked.
getting some sort of phosphorus,
Do you know what I mean?
grounding it
I
down.
thought I'd swerved it for him on his behalf.
Yeah, so I think it's just shocking behaviour. He doesn't even realise what he said.
Well, I do, but I
Just
think
willy-nilly these days.
I think you're being
It's just flagrant, isn't
think
it?
you're being
Just
obtuse
say
at
what,
best.
what I want.
and
Hey,
rude at
don't worry
worst.
about it. Rude at worst.
Is that how you communicate here? Take your time. This is out of order, Joey's. That's what I will say.
Come on, just get 2 more goals and take Casemiro off. Fuck's sake.
Just 2 or 3 more goals and get
Don't
him.
ask for
Do you know
much.
what I mean?
Two
Come
more
on.
goals in the next 2 minutes.
He
Palace
could,
don't
I love
need
that. He could
point
just
it.
wish for Casemiro not to get booked, but instead it's fucking a comprehensive win.
Yeah, just get 2 quick goals, 3-0
That
up,
was
take
poor from
Casemiro
Anthony
off.
there.
Oh,
And it's
play
well done from
Casa.
Casemiro again. Obviously.
Where's Wan-Bissaka playing?
No, he's not.
A minute ago, Casemiro had the ball. He was in his face.
Wan-Bissaka's loving it, innit?
Oh, Casa, what are you doing, mate?
That's Shizer. So he does the hard bit, but then he lets the easy bit slip.
I think Ericsson didn't anticipate that, to be fair. It was a bit of, oh, that's a
Another
foul
Luke.
for Simon.
No.
It's absolutely piled into him there.
Hate fouls.
Zaha stopped running and Shaw was still going.
Knew what
That
he was
must
doing.
have hurt, innit?
Show the sheep. Well
I
done.
saw that 8 and I thought it was Casemiro's shirt and I shit myself.
I know, it's mad, innit?
I get, you know what? From where I sit in Old Trafford, it's quite. So if I don't see the shirt number on the back, sometimes I can confuse players. Casemiro and Varane, I
Yeah.
confuse them all the time. I used to confuse Lingard and Sanchez
Really?
because they have this small stature. They had a fade, and I used to just confuse them all the time.
Yeah,
And then Sanchez was shit, so he never really got confusing after a bit.
I can see that.
You confuse all of us.
I've never seen you on the pitch at Old Trafford.
Oh, got some videos for you, mate.
Did I tell you about when...
They goes to McTominay though, definitely. If they play together,
Yeah.
that's going to be a
Did I tell you about
distraction
when
at corners.
My missus took me early to the game and he went to, you know, we get autographs and pictures with the players.
Yeah.
And they were getting, before the game, getting pictures with players. And Stormzy was there. So they got a picture with Stormzy there. And the woman next to me, Missy, said, how come Lukaku's here? Right.
You know what I love? I was on the plane, yeah. Remember that traumatic experience I had when the fella died on the plane?
Yeah, I know.
But we
that's-
won't go into that.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
one of the worst things.
I don't
Yeah,
feel like
it's horrific,
someone's
yeah.
death. It should be
No,
content
I
for
know
what it
you're
is.
not making light of it.
But
like sickening.
there was at that moment in time, because there was an air hostess on there, and this woman, yeah, she was speaking to the woman next to me, and but I had headphones on, so I wasn't paying attention because I thought I don't want to know what's going on. Really, I'm a bit
Yeah,
scared of
no,
death.
no,
Do you know what I
fair
mean?
enough.
So
Especially on planes.
I zoned
Yeah,
out
yeah, nah,
and I
that's
just
the
started
best way.
watching my
Ignore all
laptop,
that shit.
had my headphones in. But at this point, this woman's standing there, and I hate on a plane when someone stands right next to me. Obviously, if they're just working, fair enough. You know, in a passenger, why are you stood next to me?
I think we had this
Stretching
discussion
your legs
on the
and
way
that.
to pre-season. I think you said that to someone.
Yeah, why are you stood up next to me, bro?
Someone did it to him when we got on the way to Thailand.
Clapping
Like,
my head off with
what
their
are you
bags
doing?
and stuff.
What are you
Like,
doing,
bruv, I got
son?
your bag on my head.
I
We're
remember
all
that.
getting off the plane at the same time. That was a good tackle, ref. And anyway, this woman, yeah, she's trying to explain what she's heard from one of the air hostesses.
Right.
And she's saying to this woman here, but as of, so she's going to say to her,
Bad ball.
the black girl, as in, which is nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's
you know, in the
descriptive-
context she was
description,
saying,
yeah, like-
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But when she saw me look up at her, she's gone to say the word black.
Yeah.
She's seen me look at her and she's gone, the braided hair girl. And I just went, there's no need, like, you didn't have to trip yourself up there. Do you know what I mean?
Made it look even worse.
Yeah, like, you've made it, like, you've made something of it. Blades? What?
She blades it. She served the breakfast before.
I found it hilarious, though. That's what happens when non-racist people
Yeah.
are about to say something and they're like, oh my God, everyone gets, like, someone's
Yeah.
going to get offended.
Because a racist
And obviously
person
I'm not
would
going to get
have given
offended.
a shit.
It's just I can say there's a white girl, like, there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Context is key.
Who is injured here, sorry? There's about 3 people fell over at once, and as we saw it, the footage was like blurry as
I know,
fuck. I don't
yeah,
even-
I'm not sure. I think it's...
Can't see what's going on there. Substitution for Palace. Mateta, I think it is coming off. Yeah, for Eze, who is
He's decent, isn't he?
I'm
yeah,
dreading
when
this
he, at his
game.
best. They've got a lot of players like that, and they Palace.
Yeah.
On their day can fuck
Yeah,
you up. Like
100%.
Zaha is another one.
We need another
Ayew.
goal in this one.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
Otherwise we draw. Or worse.
Or worse, expelled.
Is that a fan on the pitch for Casemiro? Casemiro's a G.
Taking a picture with Casemiro. Fuck off then.
All right, you've had your picture now.
Is no one going to...
Like, why has he just been given the free reign of the pitch?
Martinez going to chin him. Oh. That's actually mad, that, you know. I'm not going to say anything about being that.
Something about pots and kettles and glass houses, son. Hey? That's actually mad.
Hey.
That guy's doing what I've done twice.
How is he allowed on the pitch at Sellers Park? That's a
Hey.
disgrace.
How come he gets Casemiro and I got
Yeah, that's what
fucking
you're upset
Fellaini?
with.
Disgrace, man.
I love the fact as you were talking, it dawned on you what you were saying and what you'd done.
But what I was about to say was, he could have had anything on him.
I know.
I know.
What amazed me was how sort of
Go on then. Wan-Bissaka.
unbothered the stewards were.
Shite.
They were just watching him.
Yeah, I know. They
Like,
didn't come on.
yeah.
Because he walked over. He didn't like.
He didn't
run.
sprint.
He wasn't running away from anyone. He just walked to it.
I think that's probably what fooled them.
Also, he
was
walked over
hold
like
on.
that,
Is
showing
he-
his phone
is he
straight
supposed
away,
to be,
didn't
yeah?
he? Yeah. Is this like a charity
Does
thing?
he
or
does
something?
Palace's socials?
Yeah.
Pitch invasion.
Is that
mad,
Cam?
isn't it? It makes me laugh sometimes.
Is that Cam Waters?
I've never done a pitch invasion.
Have you not?
No. Have you?
I never done it.
Have we, do United have, when's
I
the last
remember
time
at Villa
United had
Park
one?
when we Ruud van
Away.
Nistelrooy won.
Away. Yeah, that's
Villa
the
Park.
famous one, isn't
And
it?
I asked my dad if I could go, and he said no. I should never have asked him.
A few people say that was like the best one ever.
The only one I've ever been at was when Rotherham got promoted in like 2004 into the
If Rotherham get
Championship.
promoted,
Were the Chuckle
on the
Brothers
pitch.
there?
They might have been. This was before they moved the stadium.
That's how I know who Rotherham are. From the Chuckle Brothers.
They might have been at
That
the
used to
game.
be my team on LMA Manager.
They
and that,
probably would
because
have
of the
been at the
Chuckle
game.
Brothers.
Go on,
And
Marcus.
they went there because my dad was covering it for the paper.
That's class, that. Did you get involved?
No, I wasn't. I was too young.
Oh, you had the right idea.
My
there.
dad couldn't because he was working.
Working, yeah. You
And
can't
I
be
was
invading
about,
the pitch
I was
when you're...
about 10.
Right, fair enough.
I was like, Dad, I'm off to do a
Do you
pitch
remember
invasion of a team I don't
Class of 92
support.
game, there was sort of like an invasion there, wasn't there?
Mate, it was non-stop. It was every 5 minutes.
What?
It was well annoying.
It was Salford City versus Class of 92. I think it
Yeah.
was like the first game under their ownership. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
And every time it's like... Every 5 minutes, basically, there was a pitch invasion of like 10 people had run on the pitch. And the game would stop. And the commentator or the PA guy would be like, you know, we're not going to start until everyone gets off the fucking pitch. And then it calmed down, everyone would get off, and then like 5 minutes later it happened again. It just got annoying after a while. It's like, come on. This isn't that deep. It's a fucking friendly. Come on.
And they literally would you could have done that at the end of the game.
I know.
And it
It's
would have
like,
been
what are you
fine.
doing?
Everyone
Like,
would have been happy.
My only
Well
memory of
done,
that game is
Casemiro.
you reminding Ben Foley, not Ben Foley, the fact that he set up a Salford goal.
It was a horrible pass.
It was, wasn't it? He came on, he set up their goal, and then went off.
Rashford's been quite quiet so far.
He has.
hasn't
He don't look himself to me.
No.
Doesn't
He's
look-
done this in a
injured.
few
Doesn't
games. And
look
he pops up with a
100%.
goal.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think he's injured.
I think he's carrying a bit of a summit.
If he's injured and Marshall's injured, and
That's what I
everyone's
mean.
injured,
I think it's one of them where Tanar's probably said to me,
Go on, Luke.
I don't like.
We
this
need
game
one of
at
yous.
the moment. You know.
No, I don't. It's got an equaliser on it, hasn't it?
well done, Raphael Varane.
God.
Unlucky son.
Only 40 yards wide.
That goal could have been 20 times the size on that.
I know.
It's surprising though how much bigger things get when you multiply it, innit? Do you know when you used to get those cars at Tesco that was like this big?
Yeah.
It's like a little Porsche, and you look and it's like 1/18th the size. You're like, you think it would be like 1,000th the
I know,
size? It's
it's
this
mad,
big, you
isn't
could
it?
fit a
I used
mouse
to
in
always
it.
think those cars would be worth something one day.
Yeah.
You know the ones on the stands.
Yeah.
You'd buy them and you think, oh, it's going to be
It's gotta
class,
be.
and then it's like
You don't do anything.
stuck
The
on
doors
stand,
don't
bro.
open. Pathetic.
I remember one Christmas from Poundland. Yeah, I bought my dad like a big golden fist with like. Had
He bought that
different coloured
Bruno.
gems in it, and it was just a car air freshener. And I thought about this the other
Wow.
day, like,
One of the great games.
Push the boat out.
what is the point? Like, my dad must have received that gift and been like,
What do I even do with this?
what? Like,
How old-
I've
how
got
old
to
are-
put it in the car because my son's giving
How
it.
old are you?
6 or
I
7
was
years
young.
ago.
Right, okay. You get like 20.
Do you know what I mean? It's like I was shopping at Poundland. So
Yeah, yeah,
It
it's
was
fair
at
enough,
least
fair
10
enough.
years ago.
It was at least,
Yeah.
it was at least 18 months ago.
I was just about in my 30s.
Poundland's class, but you know what? Fuck
not as good
Poundland
now.
because everything costs more than £1. So
Yeah,
how the
but
fuck
they were
are we
always
in
going to lose
Poundland?
to inflation eventually, weren't they?
Nah,
I think the value you used to get from
Lying
Poundland in
to
the
I remember
90s.
when there's a Poundland in Earlham,
Supposed to get like
and when they used to sort of still do stuff for £1, and then when the pandemic hit, they were
Yeah.
selling hand gel for like 12 quid
And what?
because it was the pandemic.
Selling what for one?
it used to, inflation was
Hand gel.
hand gel?
Yeah, they were
Gel?
selling that for like I don't know.
I thought
you
recession.
used to be able to buy £5 notes for £1 in there.
Really?
Yeah, that's when
sick,
inflation
that.
wasn't as big as it is now.
Do you know what I mean?
Whereas now you
Do
can't
people
get
still
anything.
get fake notes?
Big time.
Yeah, don't you worry about
Back in the day,
Joe
remember
gets
the
some.
man round the end, yo, got fake notes. You wanted it?
that. Yeah.
Shit, 400 for £200. Like.
Hang on a sec. I've just bought £0 off you
Yeah.
for 200 quid.
My mate
Wait,
got chased.
Let
through-
me get a fucking
My mate got a-
crisis loan. Like.
Yeah.
chased through the streets of Milan with fake notes. 'Cause
Oh,
fake
yeah, you
notes.
told me.
He's got those little pen where you just draw a little felt tip on it. That's gone blue, that has. This is a lie.
It was made of felt tip. The actual note.
This got wet and the Queen's
It's
crown.
like when the Euros came out and everyone got excited. Like, well, at least it's a forge. No, they're not.
You can't wait to until
That was handball, that was.
you can't wait till King Charles is on the notes, can you?
No, it's been dying for this day since I was born.
Foul. This game is a bit stretched now.
I don't
think
like
we
It's a
need
bit
to-
annoying.
I'd like to see maybe a Fred enter the game.
Because I feel at the moment,
Give
the
me
way
a-
we're playing, I don't know
Yeah.
if we're playing because we're trying to control the game, so we're just killing it. Fucking hell, look at him. That's why we started him.
Yeah.
And he's on a yellow. I mean, not on a yellow, but,
Yeah.
you know.
He's essentially
that's
is on the
incredible.
yellow, isn't
Sorry, the stat was Casemiro's won the ball 11 times in this game.
he? Yeah.
He's also probably giving it away.
He has given it away back 20 times.
What was that?
He has.
Like bang on cue. I'm just going to kick it straight to a Palace player.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe a Fred, maybe a Garnacho
Because
for
I feel
Rashford.
like if they
Garnacho.
score, we haven't got it in us to score. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just feel like the way
Garnacho's
we're playing at the
not a
moment,
shout, bad shout.
it doesn't look like we're going to score. Do you
No.
know what I mean?
We look a bit nervy to me.
And them twats behind their goal are going to get up free if they score.
Casemiro.
Casemiro
is
has
currently-
done
That
the
was
same
Varane, that
pass.
was Varane.
Oh, was it?
Was it?
There
Well
we
done,
are.
Luke.
Here he is. Here's our boy now.
Oh, and he's won a foul. Beautiful stuff. Stop tackling him.
Just kill the game, boys.
I bet no one finishes the match with grass stains on the collar of their shirt more than Wilfried Zaha. Did you see it then? The collar of his shirt is so dirty. No one is up on their back being spun over more than him because he's just
Mate, he
getting
loves it,
fouled
doesn't he?
constantly.
He
Him
gets
and
kicks
Grealish,
all over the gaff.
him and Grealish are just
do.
on their neck half the time. Go on, Marcus. Twat it! Sorry.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity, you know,
Sorry
for
about
him.
that. Everything's gone too high.
Vegos needs to be a bit more
Available.
with his runs.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
But again, he backed the
hit
ball.
as it's coming to the
No, I haven't. Have you, Mako? No.
Hang on.
Actually, yes.
I'll give it a no.
Years ago, but not. Sitting in Stretford and now, it's never happening. Has anyone seen that video from the Barca game the other day?
No.
Can't remember who they played. I think it was Barcelona. It was definitely a Spanish Cup game. And the guy's he's in a flat and he's watching the game because you can see into the stadium because it's so small. And someone takes a shot, and as he's filming it, the ball comes flying past his phone and it's in his room in his house.
No.
Swear
Is
to
that
God,
like a
bro.
fucking
Don't-
Nike advert?
No.
And then he picks it up, comes on the pitch and plays for the rest of the game and scores the winner.
Someone tweet me that. Someone's seen that and has it available to them right now. Tweet me that, please.
Tweet.
Tweet me that.
I tweeted him about
I'll tweet him for that.
Rashford's been very poor. Just looks off it, doesn't
that.
he?
Yeah, he's not 100%. You can
No.
tell. I mean, like you were saying the other day, he got that injury, didn't he, at the first half against City. You thought he was going to come off. He didn't. Obviously, played well the second half, but you can't. I don't think you can afford it. If he can play, then you've got to play him, especially with Martial out.
I just thought I know he scored the goal against City, but it felt to me as though he was not heavily involved in that second half, not on the ball anywhere near as much as he was in the first half after the injury.
I've been singing that since the derby, you know.
Which one?
We've seen it all. We won the
That was
match.
very prevalent, that one. It was that and a lot of knick-knack paddywhacks, wasn't it?
Yeah. You're always going to get a few knick-knack paddywhacks.
Yeah.
I was like,
That's poor.
I think he got fouled, but it was kind of like a foul,
Well
but it
done.
wasn't a
Right,
foul.
go on,
That
Adam.
there, good pressing from
Take the-
Bruno there.
go on.
What?
Meant the pass was bad from Palace. Won it back.
Forget longevity in terms of, he's played so much more, so I'm going to say him.
Mm.
Who is the most improved player under Ten Hag?
The most improved.
From last season?
So from, let's say last season, because that's
Rashford.
Rashford.
Yeah, and then Luke Shaw.
What about Wan-Bissaka?
He's up there.
Because there were times where you thought, oh my God, look at him on the ball, man.
Yeah. Yeah, those three probably. In terms of just outright, how good were you last season? How good have you been this season? Yeah. But Shaw was like awful last season.
Yeah, I agree.
Maguire got a lot of the stick Shaw should have got because it was popular to just criticise Maguire. And rightly so as well, but I think people overlooked how bad Luke
you
Shaw
didn't need
was.
to do that. Just keep it simple, man.
I'd like to see a Fred. Great tackle.
Oh my God.
Looked like a good tackle. None of the Palace players asked for a foul there, did
Well,
they?
the one that got dropped never played. He's looking for you, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony had to make himself more available there. Played Wan-Bissaka. Give it him back. Try him to meg people
Well
and
done.
stuff, he is.
Ah, shite.
Who was that? Casemiro?
Yeah, this is danger. Well done. That's good. Two of them. As soon as that heavy touch there, Martinez and Varane
Different
snapping
gravy
on
in
it, weren't
everyone.
they? Yeah.
He was so good in the derby.
His positioning and reading of the game is just
elite,
immense, isn't it?
We missed him so much last season when he was injured.
Yeah. And the problem is he was playing in a team as well where it got to the point where you questioned whether how good he was. Do you know? Because everyone else was so bad.
It's like, is he actually that good?
Yeah.
Yes, he's mint.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just been injured a lot.
Go on, Martinez, lad.
Brilliant. Brilliant from Martinez, that.
No, yeah, there you go.
We're just, this is like FIFA, do you know where you pass it around the back? Just to wind the other player up, keeping possession. That's what United are trying to do at the minute.
Just
not
need that
remotely
second
trying to
goal,
score.
man.
I would get
Might be
Garnacho
trying to
on.
bring them out a little
Rashford's
bit, though,
not
because
touched the ball in
they're
fucking...
falling into like a block. They're trying to hit us on the counter attack.
Yeah.
Someone's warming up there.
So I think we're trying to pull them out of position a little bit.
And ball. No foul there.
Sick of him. You know the news that Maguire and McTominay might be off in the summer is music to my ears, but
What genre of music?
my favourite album ever. It's like I'm listening to Miseducation of Lauryn Hill or
That's
something.
an album.
That is definitely an album, correct.
Thank you.
It's one of the greatest
It is
albums.
great. Garnacho, McTominay coming on. Garnacho just eating a quick froob. When he comes on the pitch there. Delicious, nutritious.
Taking it out of his packed lunch.
Yogurt drink there for the youngster.
Is that Vote coming off?
Alongside a bag of crisps.
McTominay's gone
fruit
up top.
shoot.
No. Really?
Brothers.
Yeah, but yeah, but I thought
Like
that.
for like here.
Certainly looks-wise.
He used to be a striker, didn't he, McTominay?
They all did, though, didn't they?
Yeah.
Because when they're 12 and they're by far the
And
best
then
player around
you put him up
why
front.
would
You don't
not?
put your best player. Yeah.
No. Yeah, Weghorst off, McTominay on, Anthony off, Garnacho on. I think it's
Let's just
Anthony.
run Marcus into the
I hope
ground.
Marshall's
It is
available
Anthony.
for Sunday, you know.
Marshall.
Hope he's available for Sunday.
Would you start him? If he's fully fit,
Given
I think in a game like that.
given the performance from Weghorst today, and I think against the opposition as well,
Yeah.
I think Weghorst could be more lethal off the bench with his aerial presence if we need a goal. And I think if you look at that first half performance against City, we need more of that.
Yeah.
it's weird
in terms
because
of
Because we're more likely to be
But
counter
you could tell if he can't. You don't want to play him if he's going to play against like he did against City, where he can't run. Like as in he can't get into a burst into a sprint.
No.
Because that was a problem. But look how we lost our shape when he left
we
the
did.
pitch.
It's mad because people were like criticising him who stand around me, and then when he went off, you could see how things changed for the worse. And I was like, we need Martial.
Oh, he's fucking shit. And then he went to, oh, why is he fucking always injured?
Yeah, that's what it was. We need him.
Just when he's playing well.
It was mad. That.
Come on then now. Bit of space here.
Yes.
Great pass from Eriksen.
Oh, that was poor,
That was
that.
neither in or there, was it?
He needed to do what he did in the first half. and just
Neither
take
hither
it
nor thither, that was
It
it.
wasn't. Just wasn't a shot. Wasn't a cross. It was just now.
That's the first tackle Wan-Bissaka's been late with today.
Yeah.
70
It
minutes.
was good timing as well to do it because it was a potential counter-attack there. That is a stunning pass as well. And I don't know, yeah, like I said.
I think McTominay's run went a bit further than he maybe expected.
It was McTominay's fault.
No, I didn't mean that.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you could tell what he tried to do. But in the first half, he did it right.
Next
He
time
took
he
a
sees you in
touch.
a mix zone.
McTominay loves us, all right.
Decore off.
Listen, McTominay, truce. Me and you, truce.
Ask your mate, Diogo.
you
We're
won't.
nice people.
Tell your boy Maguire. There's
Hey,
no
he'll
truce.
tell you.
Nah, I don't hate anybody. If I just say you're rubbish, that's what I mean. Innit?
Thing is,
But the thing is, I always want you to do well.
yeah, of course.
Like, as bad as I think McTominay is sometimes, or Maguire, I'd love nothing more for you to prove me wrong and lift
Yeah, that's
the Premier League trophy.
Oh,
Okay. Just on his wrong side, wasn't
he
it?
said that, didn't he? He was saying
Yeah.
play it the other side.
Gave it the old John Cena there, didn't he?
Can you imagine Maguire if he won the league, though?
Do you reckon
The
he'll
amount
do
of-
it? Will he
the
do a
amount of
Bruce?
passive
Will he
aggressive
do it?
post to do with that picture?
Will he do a Bruce and a Bruce and Robbo? Like both lift it together? Do you reckon?
McTominay. Penalty!
Penalty!
It's handballed it. He's handballed it anyway.
Yeah, but after the foul,
But I think it's a penalty.
I think that looked like a penalty to me, that.
McTominay looks convinced.
I think
as well.
McTominay genuinely thinks
I
that's
mean,
a
my
penalty.
man can't look any more guilty if he tried.
It looked like a
McTominay
penalty
had a
first
little
time.
touch.
Little touch.
Away.
So McTominay's coming across. McTominay gets the touch. That's
Penalty.
penalty. That's clearly a
I
penalty.
think he got the ball there, you know.
Does he?
I think he got the ball.
Does
there.
he?
Yeah,
Let
I
me
think he
see.
got the ball.
I've got a camera in my way.
Oh.
Is McTominay's touch or his touch? Sorry,
It's
the camera's in my
McTominay's
way.
touching it. I don't see that.
That's
That's
hard
not.
to tell, that is.
I don't see how that's not a penalty.
think-
I
I
don't think
don't-
he touches that.
I'm not sure. It's not. No, it's a penalty, you know.
I think that's a penalty. McTominay touches this there.
No, it's not a penalty.
Not.
No.
Does he touch it?
There seemed to be a little.
I
That
thought-
last
but I
view made
thought
it look like a pen, but
Yeah.
when it was closer, it looked like he had a little touch on it.
I thought McTominay touched that, and their play didn't.
It did look like. It looked like as
was
McTominay
weird.
touched it, he also got a little.
A little nibble.
Yeah, but I might be wrong. I don't know.
That's a good pass. That's handball, surely, ref. Fucking caught it between.
Jesus
his chest
Christ,
and his
referee, it's
arm.
right in
And you
front
know
of
what's
you.
annoying with them handballs? Yeah, if the player passes it and someone else scores, VAR can't look at it.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro,
What's the point?
oh, he's gone back to the free kick here.
I'm not sure he touches the ball there. I think that's McTominay knocks it away and gets tripped. I'd like to see that again.
Hey, bet mate, I'm 8th on the leaderboard, bro.
Oh, yeah. Well done. Free kick to Palace, 25, 30 yards out. I'd like to see that again. It looked. I suppose it was one of them where it wasn't a clear and obvious error, was it? Because we can't tell watching it 6 or 7 times
Yeah.
whether their play touched it or not. But that's certainly not a foul. How is that not a foul on McTominay there?
That's a joke.
Zaha just with his arm round him and then pushing him out of the way.
Doing that thing as well, like doing everything but touching his face.
Yeah. Like squeezing around his neck,
like,
pushing him
you know,
in
if
the
you touch
chest.
his face, you can get.
Was that what the foul was given for?
I don't know.
Against McTominay?
I think so. It might. Looks like that's where. I don't know.
Fucking
looks
hell.
like that's where it was.
If that replays for this, the fucking score from this, because that was absolutely not a foul. McTominay got fouled there. Well done, Casemiro. Keeper.
Don't be silly.
Will Hughes.
He wants the hair on the edge of the box.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Collected things.
I thought he was going further than that, obviously. Oh dear.
First time I've seen Luke misjudge one of them.
Yeah.
In a while. Played
I hate this. Still fucking 20 minutes to go probably, yeah. Oh, God. Come on, lads. Text Rashford, tell him to score. Is that what you're doing?
I'm trying to find that video.
Great save.
Fuck off!
Actually, we'll put that under the list of well saved but should have saved, I think.
Yeah.
It's a good save from De Gea, but you would expect him to save it. Shouldn't be giving people free headers at corners, though.
Yeah, it's a nice height for him. It's a good save, though.
Nah, but you know the way he's got out the box, bro.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll give
yeah,
you that. That is good. He's proper
He's
rid
got
of
a
it,
lot
hasn't
on
he?
it, yeah. He's
So
punched it
that's
25
the
yards.
best part.
Also,
Like,
if
just
De Gea
cleared it.
misses that,
Cleared it.
Casemiro probably has it. But amazing save.
Yeah.
Go on, David.
That's poor from Rashford there. Giving
They're
the ball
just getting
away.
a foothold in this game now, man. We need to get a
This
fucking
is the moment
grip.
where fucking Casemiro gets booked and they score.
Played Lissandro. Who's there?
No one.
No midfield. Go on, McTominay. Get out there, lad.
Hold on, Wan-Bissaka.
Played
And again!
Wan-Bissaka, played Wan-Bissaka, played Wan-Bissaka.
How did he
Fuck
get
off!
the fucking ball there?
Oh my God, Elise, no. Don't do that thing that you do. Elise is good, you know.
I know.
I know he is.
He's got a free
Don't
cross
slide.
here. Jesus, fuck
I can't
me.
watch this, boys.
No, my heart's going.
Oi!
Get him butt, the dirty bastard.
What?
Fucking-
What are you staring at him on the deck
Why's he
for
got
like you're a bad man, you dickhead?
two different tones in his
It
beard?
looks
What's
like
going on there?
he's dressed up as young Santa Claus. Doesn't he? Like, we're doing a Santa Claus origin movie. Fucking 6 hours in makeup. That's a
You know what I like
comfortable
about that
booking,
one?
innit?
When you're going in for them, you know you're getting fouled.
Yeah.
And you know it's going to hurt.
Fair play, yeah.
And you just have to take it.
Nah, it's all belly that, innit? It's all tin,
No,
that.
it is. I don't think they were looking at it. I think they were looking at the chance.
Yeah. AU.
Hey, you. Over there.
Nice.
What's it like to have no hair?
Cheeky.
Is it hot or is it cold? I don't know, because I'm not bold.
Bold.
Remember that? In school and that?
How's that a foul?
Oh, jumpy pumpy on his back,
Hey.
wasn't it?
Fucking soft.
Free kick to Palace. Only 70 yards out. Expecting a shot here, Jay?
You never know. Hey, you never know. Expect the unexpected.
Yeah. Vieira patrolling in his big coat. Hold on. We need to try and fucking keep the ball for a second. That's good from Martinez. From Ericsson, excuse me. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down,
Yeah,
slow it
it's
down,
like
slow
you
it
think
down.
we were 1-0 down.
I know.
Chill out.
Can't keep the ball at the minute, can we?
No,
I'd love to interview Steve McLaren, you know.
I would.
Yeah.
You know why? Because Ten Hag and Fergie.
Yeah, that's the minute, innit?
And England.
Compare.
Played. Oh, unlucky one.
Go back, go back, go back. Well done. Yeah.
Don't fucking foul. Thank you. I
thought he
thought
might have to take
he
the
was going to
tactical
get wrong
booking
side of him.
Yeah, me too.
And he would have fouled him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Casemiro has it in him to not make that tactical foul there.
Sloppy, man. Unnecessarily
Aaron.
so. Don't.
God,
Oh, it's not even him.
Schnitzel. Well done,
Hey.
Varane! A little bit of flickage.
Mate, this is playing into their hands here. Just get your fucking foot on the ball and calm it down a bit.
They're pressing really high at the moment, aren't they,
Yeah.
Palace? We're struggling to get the ball.
Can't even complain about this game. Been chucked in a mad position. If
I
we
know.
can get away with this,
I know.
take it.
The thing is, in a normal season, you would even go as far as to say a draw wouldn't be the worst result after the run we've been on. But because where we are in the league and how things are looking, you just want to win every game, don't you? Or every game is so
Oh, you
important.
stuffy bastard! That could have gone anywhere, that.
Fouling there, Ericsson. Oh, not you.
I know, yeah.
Samir just ran into him with his chest.
Chwess.
You can't get a booking for chesting someone.
Yes.
He could have got fucking
That was
sent
a
off
heavy
then.
touch then.
Yeah. I thought we were going to see Hughes go through McTominay for booking part 2 then.
That'd have been mint.
It would. Keeper. 10 minutes. Well, it's
Still a
gonna be
long
about
way to go,
13
but I'd go
minutes.
Wan-Bissaka man of the match.
Yeah,
So far,
I
yeah.
agree with that so far.
Yeah.
Return to his old patch. He's been
Varane's
very good
been
so far.
absolutely excellent as
And
well.
Casemiro has as well.
Yeah.
But
Bit more wasteful.
still
Casemiro.
10 minutes to go. 15, maybe.
Man on! Shit me, sorry about that.
That's Bruno.
Sluggish there. No!
Oh, God, he's getting
He's
booked.
getting booked.
Yeah.
He's out.
He's out.
Why? Casemiro booked. We knew it was fucking coming, didn't we? Commentators talking like we've fucking...
I don't think that's Bruno's fault, you know.
Yeah. Oh well. We've beat him without Casemiro every other time we've beat him.
That's a silly one.
It's not like you don't know either,
It's a
is
silly
it?
one, you know. It's a silly one.
Fucking, yeah.
It's Bruno's fault, though, that.
Oh well.
I just hate the thought that fucking Arsenal fans are buzzing about that.
Well, they can fuck off. Just beat him without him.
We're not, though. Simple facts, you got McTominay in there, we're fucked.
Nah, I took Fred in.
McTominay hiding from the ball, Fred running around like a loose cannon. We are fucked, bro.
Giving him a lot of space there, De Gea. Straight at him though. Look
That's
Odegaard's
so
gonna have a
fucking
field
annoying.
day.
And you're right about Bruno there. He's fucking started with him now.
Let's win this first.
Yeah.
Great. Martinez. Sure. Come on now. Go on, actually. Let's go past that. Let's go past as well.
Get him. That's who we got to rely on fucking Sunday. Useless clown.
It's a bit harsh, innit?
Mate, he's just hit a crossover fucking...
That was what we were making this sub.
Oh, no.
We were going to bring him
I
off.
love how we're all
make it
acting
now
like
then. I know.
Casemiro's died. We can still fucking beat Arsenal without one player. It's
No,
not like
but
he's
it's-
fallen off a cliff, is it? He's just got a booking. Fucking hell.
Before the game, you were banging on about it.
Yeah, it's obviously no. I'm
You
not
were
saying it's
on
not
about-
important, but I'm
You kept
I'm,
saying, "Oh, it'd be like we can't afford to lose him. We don't want him to get booked. That's the most important thing." I
But,
wouldn't even mind him if we dropped him for this game. We all said it. So it's
We
not
wouldn't
like,
have won this game.
I'm
if
not
we
saying
dropped him.
I'm not saying
Like,
it
it's not
doesn't
like
matter.
we- you know.
But I'm saying this game is still here that we haven't won yet. And
That's a massive blow. That's the point.
It
I'm
is- it
making.
is a massive
It's a
blow,
massive
yeah,
blow
but
to
I don't-
lose, arguably, if not the best midfielder in the Premier League
Oh,
for a
yeah,
game against
I'm not
the
saying it doesn't
top
matter.
top of the table.
I'm not saying it doesn't matter, but it's like we've lost that game now because he's not playing. And I don't think that's
Oh,
the
no,
case
no way,
necessarily.
but it could be the difference between
Oh, he
that.
definitely, yeah, it could be the difference, of course, yeah. He's probably our best
And
player
it's
this
also
season.
maybe
I'm
not
not saying
about-
it doesn't
It's
matter.
just fucking
I just
gutted,
mean
that's
it's
my
like,
point is that's why I'm gutted.
Yeah, no,
'Cause
I'm
it's
not
a
saying don't be
fucking
gutted.
massive blow.
yeah, I'm not saying don't be good.
I
just
play
think
Fred,
that
you know.
We can still
I'd play
beat
Fred.
him.
I would. I think.
Yeah, I would play Fred.
Yeah, especially after the derby.
Yeah.
It's just fucking annoying. Arsenal have had so much luck this season, you know.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Like, oh, fuck it. Like you say, though, we just got to win this one.
It was
win
so
this one.
obvious.
That's the
Well,
important thing
yeah.
now, isn't it?
I don't think he had to get booked there. That's the annoying thing.
We never know though, do you? Because he was running through onto like straight
Yeah.
at the defence.
No, but I feel like the tackle was so high, you had no choice but to book him.
It like, yeah. It
Like,
wasn't,
go a bit low,
It wasn't
like-
even like.
At least
was
if it
the fact-
looks like you're going for the ball.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah,
it
maybe
was a
he still
bad
gets
tackle.
booked anyway, but I just
was-
thought you've launched him really high. Bruno's fucked you a bit.
It was a bad tackle.
This could be one of those. Do you remember like Pogba in Paris scenarios?
Yeah.
You remember we got.
I mean, Ten Hag's going to have a plan.
And we said, oh, that's it now. We're out of the Champions League.
You could even go with a back three.
And also, and I think as well, if we're looking on the positive side,
Go on, hit with some
I think
positivity.
a game where we're probably going to have less than 50% possession. I think we can guarantee that. We can sort of pack it out, fill that midfield full of people, and not necessarily rely on him on the ball quite as much. But yeah, you have to go back on the Chrome and click it on there. But yeah, obviously it's a massive blow in it. But let's
get this one.
Yeah.
And then tails will be up.
And we'll just fucking beat him anyway.
Fucking yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah. Did he play in the game at Old Trafford?
No, he didn't.
No, I mean, don't need him.
Who? Oh, sorry, I thought you meant. I don't know why I thought you meant Party. Then that didn't even make any fucking sense.
Did Casemiro play at Old
No,
Trafford?
he came on Casemiro and was actually pretty bad.
Yeah, he was
It made me laugh because he came on. He did a hospital pass, right? Jesus went through. Maguire fouled him like he should have done. Got a yellow and everyone was going mad at Maguire. And I thought, if he hadn't done that, they probably would have scored.
Should have put money on Casemiro getting booked today. You know?
Yeah.
It was as sure as the day is long, wasn't it?
It was.
Played Fred.
Luke
Go on,
Shaw
Fred.
as well.
Fucking hell, don't. What's that?
Bruno's been a bit of an idiot in this half.
Bruno's just gone turbo and he's gone from 100 mile an hour to 110.
Okay, not too far.
Fuck off.
Take that all day.
The one thing we said before the game was about, like, you were saying about Zaha getting fouled. And, you know, don't leave fucking Casemiro on his own with Zaha.
Yeah.
Don't fucking leave him in a scenario like that. Exactly what we did. I don't even know what that is.
Just trying to... It's a heavy pass from Fred, but Bruno just...
He was playing so well as well that you had to take him. Like, you could have. It was hard to take him off.
Yeah.
And he didn't look like he was getting booked.
No.
You know, like he didn't. It wasn't like he was on the verge.
Chest on chest. If Fred gets booked, he's also suspended.
That'd be
by the way.
funny.
Then we are fucked, because then it is Eriksen. Well, fuck it. Just think McTominay beat him instead.
Do you remember,
we ain't beating nobody with a McTominay
in the World Cup semi-final for France? When he came on and he was on a yellow.
Who's
He came
this?
on, Louis Zaha,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
He came
yeah,
on in the
yeah.
last 5 minutes of the World Cup semi-final. And he's on a yellow, right?
What's this, 2006?
Yeah. France are going through the final. He's on a yellow. Just don't get booked.
As
And
a
you play-
striker
yeah,
as well.
you're playing in the World Cup final, right? It's that fucking simple. You're just being brought on. Just don't do anything stupid. First thing he did, right, was get booked. Like,
Bit
straight
like
away.
Scholes, though, isn't it?
It's like,
Scholes
And you're out of the World Cup final.
sorry, boss. I was thinking about getting booked,
Go on.
and then I thought you meant
Yeah,
to do it.
it was
I forgot.
like proper.
But that's the it's like when you're going down the stairs with loads of mugs and you're like, don't drop these, and then you drop them.
Yeah.
It's because you put it in your brain.
What
Rashford, what are you doing,
Rashford
bro?
needs
Keep
is
the
some
ball.
more Palace players around him. Jesus fucking Christ.
What you need to do is try to take a ball on Rashford.
How have they got any more players up the pitch?
Don't
They had
know.
like 9 around him.
He was like,
Fucking
He's
hell.
been absolutely
Yeah.
bring your
swamped.
mates as well.
Come on. Anyone else?
Bring your mates and your
Oh,
dinner.
mate.
He's been completely swamped this game
Yeah.
under Rashford. Like,
I'm worried, man. Like, not just the Casemiro thing, we've dealt with that.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't look 100% Rashford.
he's not,
And
clearly,
it's like,
is he?
what is it?
I
3
think
days?
it's just an off game.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I hope you're right.
Tiredness,
Yeah, yeah.
fatigue.
Get him in a fucking, get him on the massage
You know,
table.
that injury against
That's what I
it.
mean.
It wasn't nothing, was it?
No. And it's like,
And it's an area of your body as well where if you're holding it, what could it be?
yeah.
You don't get knee in. Well, you might have got knee in the hip, but it's not a particularly common thing. That
What's
is it?
our ball?
Yeah, what we saying on Saturday then? Sunday, sorry. Fred and McTominay. Fred Eriksen. I don't see where the discipline is there defensively. It will be McTominay Eriksen, I think. Maybe all three of them. Put Bruno on the right, pack it out again like we did against City. Eriksen,
Yeah, that's
Fred,
not a bad shout.
McTominay, and then put Bruno. Yeah, Bruno on the right. That's a shite pass. Could have gone as long as he wanted there as well.
I don't think I've ever been as devastated about a booking since Roy Keane and
since-
Scholes.
since-
I was going to say, since
Fle-
Darren Fletcher.
no, since
That was a
Fletcher,
red
yeah.
card, though.
Oh, yeah, actually, you're right.
That's a great point.
Oh
Touchy.
my fuck! What a pass that was. Oh,
Oh,
Rashid.
bro, you've got better
You could've
options
given
there, man.
Garnacho
Yeah.
that, man.
That's like the last thing you should have done.
Well
Played
done,
Luke.
Shaw, brilliant.
Fuck me. Can we not play Luke Shaw centre mid?
I know.
He'd do it as well. And be good. Oh.
Do you know what? You could actually play Martinez there.
Yeah.
No. All your suggestions need to shut up.
Why?
Because that means playing Maguire.
No, it doesn't. It means
No,
playing Luke
sure.
Shaw.
I'd rather
centre-back.
play my mum.
Why? We just played Luke Shaw
Malacia left
centre
back,
back.
Shaw centre back, Martinez
like we
defensive
did in the
midfield.
derby.
Malacia can't play against Arsenal. You need Luke Shaw at left back against Arsenal. Trust me.
To be fair, Bukayo Saka did give Malacia a lot of drama and fucking at the home game.
Yeah.
They're both live wires. You need, and like there'll be times when Malacia gets the better of him, but then he'll also foul him. I can see Shaw just handling that situation.
Yeah.
Go and kick someone, Fred.
Fuck off.
You just know it, innit?
Lucky fuck.
Here he is.
No, he got
That
the
was
ball.
Fred. That was Fred, bro.
No, it was Shaw.
That was Fred. You better hope it was Shaw.
Luke Shaw loves an argument, doesn't he, with the ref?
Fred's going. No, I'm not touching him. I hate football.
I know. Mate. We can't
They
go.
score all of their goals from set pieces as well.
It's so fucking shit, innit?
Yeah. Rico says Wan-Bissaka has found Trent's inhaler.
I remember Saka. DM. Oh my God, they got a free kick. Shit, I forgot about this.
4 minute stoppage time. Free
Fuck
kick.
off! Where have you got that from?
One of these cunts that haven't scored all season.
know.
Go on, twat it in the back.
Proper
of
like
the-
Andros Townsend style. Like that.
Like that.
Fuck's sake.
This game's
Fucking
right off now.
absolute disastrous 10 minutes for United.
Yeah.
We played shit in his second half.
That's so annoying. Fucking crossbarring in as well. Unsavable fucking perfection.
I think that's deserved, you know.
Oh no, I agree.
I don't.
No, we deserve that.
Right.
Maybe. But they've not had a shot really other than that, have they?
They don't deserve a goal, but
No.
we deserve that.
So shit. I think we've defended quite well, really. They've had fuck all. And it's just a fucking, literally, perfect free kick, underside of the crossbar.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Why didn't he celebrate? Is he a United
I
fan?
don't know, it's just fucking...
That's the killer thing I was on about who struggled
At
with
least he's
interviews.
so good.
Was it?
Yeah.
So annoying that. Ten Hag looks fucking good. No surprise. Come on then, let's get one back. Let's fucking get a winner now. 3 minutes for United.
Fuck off.
That's going, innit?
So fucking deflated, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? Just got to fucking rally round, haven't we, for next week, for the weekend?
Mm.
Go on.
Go on, Luke. Rashford. Garnacho, well done, lad. Sure. Good plan. Touch. Not give another one away. Well done with Tomine. Bruno. Casemiro might be offside. Corner ball. Corner to United. 2 minutes to go.
Fucking hate this, man. What's that leave us third?
Yeah.
It's not even about that. It's just got in, man.
Nah, it is, you're right.
Free kick into the box. Corner. Oh, he should have scored. Is that Casemiro? Who is that on the line there? Garnacho.
How did that not go in?
I don't know. I think Casemiro's like a yard out and he's missed the ball there. Corner in there, Bruno.
How has he not got a touch there?
It's because it's coming in
gone
at
to
like
head it and
it's
it's
like
hit his
hip
hip.
high.
Ah.
He's got
All
to
he's got
score.
to do is stick his leg out, man. Sticks his thigh out, it'll go in off his thigh.
A striker does that, though. You don't.
Yeah. Bruno.
He thought he was going to get tackled then.
Yeah, he's going for the penalty, isn't he? Let's not fucking lose it. 3 on 3, yeah. Well done, Luke. Come on, one more.
We've looked like scoring in these last 2 minutes. Fucking joke, man.
Ah, fucking hell, Fred.
Fred is useless, man.
They're on here.
Fred didn't even want to foul him then because he knew.
Great tackle, Wan-Bissaka. Unbelievable.
That is fucking mint, that. Well done.
He's been
fucking
our best
through on
player
goal
today.
there, and he's fucking
Best
took the
player.
ball off his feet. That is a fucking tackle and a half, that lad. Look at that.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's as good as you get.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Fred.
Come on, full time.
That's it.
Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 1. Fucking hell, disastrous 10 minutes that, innit?
You're right, bro. Last 10 minutes of that,
Yeah.
just really deflating.
Really deflating.
Casemiro getting booked means that the Arsenal game, conceding the late goal as well. So it's 2 points dropped. That's how it feels like, not a point obviously gained, 2 points dropped.
Yeah.
To be leading for so much of the game and to lose it like that with that fucking free kick.
Yeah.
And to sort of go into this next game without Casemiro, it's like exactly what we were hoping wouldn't happen for those last 15 minutes.
Yeah, really shit. One of them as well where it's just like, I hate dropping points to goals like that as well. Because when you think, if he takes that free kick 100 times, he probably scores 2. Yeah. And you've just got it on the wrong day there. Because I think shots on target other than that, Palace barely had one.
No.
So obviously phenomenal free kick, I'm not knocking it, but it's just hard to take when you think that's such a tiny chance of going in from there. And he just hits the underside of the crossbar, absolutely nothing De Gea can do. Varane going over to the away fans. Any words, Adam?
I'm a bit gutted, you know, but
Yeah.
grand scheme of things, it's not that bad, is it? I
No.
mean, we're not in a title race. I don't think we were before this game. You know, the direction we're going in still positive. It's just got into draw in that fashion. But yeah, dust yourselves down, go again. You also look at the fact that we could have had a red card. Then we could have and maybe should have had a penalty in the second half. There's a few things there you could maybe complain about, but I just felt we sat off them too much in the second half.
We looked nervous,
We
didn't
played
we?
into their hands. I don't even know if it was nerves or tiredness, fatigue, maybe a mixture of both. Got in though.
Yeah. Also, we've got to say as well, like I said, grand scheme of things, it's still unbeaten in what is it, 12, 13 games.
Yeah.
It's not a loss. United are still moving in the right direction, and you know, a point away at Palace, conceding an absolute world of a free kick isn't the worst result in the world. It just feels shit because, you know, it's a game we probably should have won. Stick around and we'll be here for the review very shortly. We'll go over everything in full detail, exactly what this means for Manchester United going forward. We'll analyse that Casemiro tackle as well, if you can call it a tackle. I think it was closer to a red card than not a booking. So,
you know what,
in
as
a way,
well,
might be
though,
lucky.
fair play to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because don't want that to go
Yeah.
under the radar. That last minute tackle there that he did on Wilfred Zaha, when Zaha was through, he had to get it perfect, and he did, man. So fair play to the kid, because that could have been fucking a complete disaster.
Yeah, no, Wan-Bissaka was absolutely phenomenal. We'll get into all of that, like I said, in the live review. Stick around. You'll head straight over there. We'll see you in just a couple of minutes. Crystal Palace 1, Manchester United 1. A shocking, gutting 10 minutes there, but still undefeated in however many games. And yeah, we've still got Arsenal to beat on Sunday, and that'll make us feel better. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in a bit.